everyone, and welcome to the Wheel and Chill Show.
So funny. I was like super empowered. I don't think I could sleep.
Still follows the same rules, has the same characters and all that stuff,
yes.
but it just tweaks it a little bit.
You're reading fantasy, and it's so grounded. It's so completely grounded in reality.
Rule clarification, if we both get it wrong, do we get bonus points?
Soldier Simmons, it is my pleasure to now pin you, raising you from the rank of soldier to dedicated.
That didn't happen in the books, but it was awesome.
I nailed it.
I nailed that.
I nailed it. Let me bring you comfort about Egwene. I know you haven't seen her in a month, but let me tell you this story about how badass she is right now.
That fight scene, my boy went through 5 daggers.
Everybody's flower is different. I think we learned that in the books. This is I think for me, top 5 moments ever on screen.
When I read it, I felt empowered. I felt called to action.
One of the best quotes in the whole series is when Gaul says, "Do you like to dance, Baron Ibarra?"
The knights who say chill.
AKA the band of really, really nice good guys.
Let a couple more drip on.
Are you dripping your chain everywhere?
I am.
Do you have a chaser should you need it?
Can I have a little bit of mine too? Yo, this is good. Young people do like this now or something instead of this.
Oh, they do. It's like this. It's the heart emoji. Don't jiggle, jiggle.
It folds. I like the way you wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle.
Show. We're going to review the entirety of season 1 of the Wheel of Time, the whole thing, finale of Rings of Power. Welcome to the Wheel and Chill Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Wheel and Chill Show. We have a first-time guest and new member to the fandom. I love the tinfoil hat. Winespring.
Oh, is this the wrong stream? Whoops.
That's
my
the
bad.
Listen.
This is not the alien stream? Okay, let me just
there are aliens in the Wheel of Time.
Yes, there are.
The Finn, the Ogier, they're all aliens. So there you go. This is like all up in my face. I don't like it. It's just like right there. Welcome to the Wheel and Chill Show. It's been a while. We've been on vacations and hiatus and just kicking back. Yeah, we've got stuff to talk about. We're going to talk about stuff that's already been covered in the fandom, but you know what? We haven't covered it. And so we're going to talk about the new cast members. We're going to talk about the new images. I may even throw up the trailer once again, just because I love me that trailer. Anyways, let's kick things off. We're going to let Lumi Sadai introduce themselves. So, Lumi.
Hello, my name is Lumi Sadai. For today, it says blue Archer there. I'm definitely a blue. I do have to say I have there is a world where I could have been green, and I think I've got bits of blue.
That's
green.
all.
I recently finished the books. I came to the books from the TV show. I've fallen in love with this world, and this is the first time I've done a YouTube live stream ever. So bear with me.
We have a
me. Thank you so
stream
much.
virgin.
Also, I've watched you guys before, so this is weird.
Have you? That's amazing. Thank you so much for that. So just out of curiosity, because I'm sure the chat at some point will want to know, how long have you been a fan? When did you start reading the books? The whole kit and caboodle.
I started after season 1. Immediately after season 1.
Okay, so you watched season 1, then you started reading the books. Have you finished the series?
I finished the series last year.
Nice, very nice.
It's a quick read too.
Yeah, I usually do it, and when my brain is working, I can knock it out in about 6-7 months, and that's taking my time. But yeah, it can take a while. And before we continue with Winespring, let me because I keep forgetting to do banners. Look at that bad boy down there. This
spoiler.
Is a full spoiler stream. So we're
bring
gonna talk
it.
about everything. I know Lumi had stuff that we couldn't talk about earlier on Winespring's X chat thing. What's it called?
It's an X space, and it was the first Wheel of Time X space I think maybe
very nice
for anyone. And so that was really cool. And Lumi joined in. They are a big fan and had so many cool insights and just fresh understanding of the books that I was like, okay, we need to have you on Will and Chill officially with full spoilers. It was so fun. And look, here we are now. Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
That is true. Winespring, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Winespring Cafe on X, where I focus mostly on Wheel of Time content and recipes, particularly where you can indulge in the world of Wheel of Time while you're eating. So check those out on my X page with the hashtag #WhatEats. Now, I know those are being phased out according to the algorithm, so it'll just kind of for now on be just #WhatEats. And they'll be under the article section here really soon. I'll make sure to post that so they're easy to find as season 3 comes out. And you can also find them on winespringcafe.com. So,
and
say hey and eat my food.
Her recipes are freaking amazing. I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
Big fan of her recipes. I am. I'm kind of sitting weird. My apologies for that. I'm kind of too laid back. I need to be professional.
No, don't do
it. I am Ta'veren Tavern. As you know, I co-host here on the Will and Show with Winespring and with Kritter. And yeah, Kritter.
Miss Kritter.
Kritter has the best line ever stated on the Will and Show. And that is everybody's flower is different.
Everybody flowers differently.
So the contest we were talking about learning how to channel and how Egwene, they teach her about the flower or whatever, and we were talking and she was like, everybody's flower is different. It's just amazing. Anyway, I design merch. So if you want to go check those out, you can go to Redbubble and look up Ta'veren Tavern. That's our Wheel and Chill Show logo mug.
On Zazzle. And this one's from Redbubble.
That is true. That is my G shirt. So yeah, so you can find me on Rebel, TeePublic. We have Wheel and Chill merch on Zazzle. And that's pretty much it. I talk a lot of schmack about the show. That's my thing. And I like it. And I kind of have a semi-filter. I wouldn't say I have a whole filter, but it's there. Anyways, let's talk about the show.
Okay.
First things first, I am going to share. Let's talk about the new cast. And what we're going to do is we are going to go to Watt Series' page because they're amazing.
They're super duper.
And they have compiled some amazing things for us for the fandom. And that's what we're going to look at. So let me bring that onto the stage. Okay, so there's a lot of images here. There's like a lot of people on here. And the big stuff, the recent stuff for season 3 is that on December 18th, we learned that there were some castings. We had Olivia Williams as Queen Morghast or Morghast, Traken, Luke Featherston as Lord Gawain of House Traken. Damn it.
You're doing a great job.
Calum Kerr as Bruno of House Traken. And Lumi, just so you know, we don't say his name.
It's not true.
We don't say his name. We don't talk about Gawain. We just call him Bruno.
You said it.
I know. I had to explain it to Lumi because nobody likes Gawain.
Right.
Everybody. So we. Don't
I do.
About it.
I like
You're
Gawain.
weird though.
Do you?
You're odd.
But I got you.
She does not. She's lying. And Nuno Lopez as Lord Gabriel, the Queen's consort. And then before that, on the 11th, we of course found out that Shorey Agdashlu, I think I got that right, is Elida.
Woo.
And just recently actually at the very beginning of last year, they introduced Isabella Bucheri as Fail, Nukaka Coster-Waldo as Bear, Salome Gunnar's daughter as Melaine, Bjorn Landberg as Rourke, and I have no idea how to say that. I'm just going to say Sinove. Makoti Lund as Melindra.
You're doing a great job.
Thanks. I'm probably going to get restraining orders for butchering those names. I'm pretty sure what's going to happen next. Which, by the way, is very, especially the last one, the Melindra casting and story is a bit weird. And I think Lumi, was that you that brought it up earlier, or was somebody in the? Okay, so we'll talk about that shortly, because that's a weird twist that I was not expecting.
Which twist?
And then where Melindra is Malkiri.
Oh yeah, interesting.
So we also have some other castings on here that Sarah gave us, and Omar, of course, and the team here, Lane and Ari as well. Leia Kron will be playing the role of a messenger in the episode Golan Eyes. Linny is going to be portrayed by Susanna Hodkova, which I fucking love. Linny.
Me too.
Probably one of the best characters in the series, and she better be every bit as sassy as Linny in the books, or we Panda Riot.
Yeah.
Like she better bring that shit.
I agree. I need Linnyisms immediately.
Yep. Sala Tervonen will be playing Ginny, a role called named Ginny, and Jonathan Ojinaka's role of the handsome harbor master, leaving us with questions about other harbor masters and how they're
the ugly harbor master.
Yeah. I mean, we have fat innkeepers only because they mentioned a skinny innkeeper and that they couldn't be trusted. So therefore, all other innkeepers became large. And more power to them. I mean, in that line of work, if you're putting on the pounds, that means you're doing well. So,
hey, Meg. Oh, I got you right as you were taking a drink. Very nice. Welcome.
Okay, you know what? Screw this. Hold on a second. I feel left out.
Why?
Sorry.
Are we okay? Just sipping away.
Oh, hats. Are we all wearing hats?
We're all wearing red hats.
Shoot.
Well, Lumi's got a bandana, I think. I'm not sure. It's a bandana. But yeah, that's wrong color. Get some red tinfoil, Winespring. And then we have Child Byron, the questioner, portrayed by Guy Moody. So there's a lot of stuff to unpack.
Okay, look, I will have a red hat, Mr. Winespring. I know you're watching.
There's like a red thing behind you. Like, is that like a robe or something?
The robe. Yeah, that's the Wheel of Time bathrobe that the Amazon sent us.
Oh yeah, I got a little bathrobe from Amazon.
There's your red.
Yeah, just put it over your head.
I have a red hat.
It's got a hood. It's got a hood. Just bring the hood up over your head.
Wait.
That's amazing. I love it.
I love how this just happened and we didn't mean for it to.
No.
Lumi.
I can hear my husband running to get me a red hat too, which is so funny.
Lumi is a trendsetter. All right. So let me stop sharing this, and what I will do is I will share something else that I have. Pictures. There we go. Let me open that.
While he's doing that, what are we drinking, Meg?
Purple Aja.
Oh, you know what? While I'm doing this, Meg, introduce yourself while I'm doing this.
I should have worn my toe shirt if you were wearing your G-shirt.
There's time. That's time. Take it off. Go get your shirt. Go get your shirt. Sorry, that was wrong.
We got two options here. I love it.
I am Meg Maz. I randomly pop up on random live streams. I co-host Three Wheeling with my sister Jen Sty and Rob from Malkier Talk, and I make Wheel of Time themed cocktails for every episode. So, yep.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, that's totally counting. Yes.
Okay, so
Very
that's a lot easier than wearing a robe connected to her hair.
That's a red fedora.
I was not.
Is that or a
prepared to be
Christmas
camera
hat?
ready today,
Like, it's not gonna
so-
work.
That's hilarious. All right, so
Look
I'm
at
going
you,
to bring this
Lumi.
on
How
the
fun.
screen. Yeah, Lumi started a thing. All right, so this is the latest casting, right, that we got. Top left is Isabella Bucheri, which is playing Fail.
Okay, let's just dig in since we already did a list
yeah.
here, right?
Yeah,
okay, so Isabel. Where is Isabel? I'm trying to find her on the list so I can click on her. We can read about it. Does anybody know what she's been in?
No, but I can find out.
Okay, I'm pulling it up right now. IMDb.
I feel like it's not much
So-
before. And it's
So
Australia.
you in Australia? Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of the actors that they've picked for the show are very international,
I love that so much.
which is freaking awesome.
Jeez, she is stunning.
I know for some
Oh yeah,
reason
she's only done 4 things.
I see Wheel of Time, Everything in Between, and Threshold. I don't even see a fourth
And
one.
Finally Me is what I see.
Okay.
Too. I don't know. 2023.
It's odd. To me, it's odd because she looks. I mean, of course. I mean, it's the angle of the picture, but the 2 pictures I saw of her, she looks so different in both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but she's
I think.
gorgeous.
Yeah, she just has that face that really, depending on what angle you're getting.
Yeah.
I have a face like that. Very inconvenient.
I have. Listen.
For disguises.
I'm not supposed to be on camera because my face is made for radio.
Not true.
But anyways, but yeah, she's gorgeous.
Everything in between
Well,
looks
they all
interesting.
are really. I mean,
Yeah, no, they are. They're all very very good looking people. But
I mean,
then you have to get
minds
into
about
the.
that in general, but yeah.
oh really?
No, go for it.
It's fun for us, but
Yeah.
In a broader scale, I do feel like you need to bring back character actors.
Yeah. No, I agree.
It's fair.
Give more chances to people who look regular.
Yes.
I agree. I mean, we've literally gotten a cast of very aesthetically pleasing people.
Which I'm not
almost
about.
no, it's disconcerting.
So it's like both minds.
I want to say that the most, and this is by no means am I calling this person ugly, so don't put words in my mouth, people.
Here we go. Let's fight.
No, I'm just going to say.
Man, we're about to get canceled.
No, we're not. I'm just saying the most normal or looking character really, or person really, is Donald. Donald's a good-looking guy, but he's got a very rugged look to him that is pleasing in a different way than it is, for example, the people that they got for Gowan and Bruno or Yosha, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's very striking. It's just a different kind of striking. Anyways,
I think you could say that about like a lot. I mean, beauty itself is like very subjective.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
it is.
So I don't know.
Yeah, it is. But overall, they're all good looking. Anyways.
And I would say, like, in agreement technically with both of you guys a little bit, is if they were in something else, I might not have thought about them at all. But because they're in the Wheel of Time, they've like become so beautiful to me.
Yeah.
I think that's probably I don't know if that's the entire fandom.
Well,
but they could. I mean, anyone they cast, I feel like I'm just going to be so happy with.
Yeah, it's a fondness thing, right?
It is.
Fondness
I'm thinking
you
about
have
the
for
character.
someone, the better they're and the more attracted you are to them, because you're not just looking at their physical sense. Now you're looking at all their movements and their quirks and all of these things, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it just sucks that on top of that they're all good looking. All right, so we have Fail top left. Then we have Nukeka Koster-Waldau.
Let me find it. Nukeka Koster. Oh, Bear.
Yeah, that's Bear.
Which again, I'm still having a hard time with this.
Really?
Why is that?
Well, no, not her casting, but just the fact that like
we got mad at you.
Is it Amise?
We had no mention of Amise.
Amise, yeah.
And like she's got the light hair like Amis in the photos that we've seen now.
Yeah.
And she can channel, which Amis could and Bear could not. And
they mixed the characters. They blended them.
And again, like, so I feel like she's got a lot of Amis's qualities. And like, if I were to pick one, I would pick Amis. And I think 99% of the fandom would pick Amis over Bear, you know? And it just like, I don't know. I hurt a little bit if we don't get Amis.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are going to.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. But it's kind of leaning that direction, I think, at this point, that we're just getting Bear and not Amis. Yeah. As far as her aesthetics, like I think they did a great job. I don't know if we have an easy access to a photo with her in it.
For
Dungeon Master, do you?
Yeah, hold on. Give me a second.
He's like, thanks for making it easy, Winespring.
That would be her on
Did
the
we
left,
lose
if I'm not
Lumi?
mistaken.
Lumi went to get a cardigan.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Now we all need cardigans. No, I'm just kidding.
Because I have a cardigan.
I have a robe.
I've got one that's close. I've got one that's close to a cardigan. It's around here somewhere. So I believe this is her on the left, correct?
Oh my goodness. Look at I mean.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Like her hair is that super white hair, like Amis's hair. I mean, I know Bear's old, so her. I know.
Okay, so this is something that was brought up on the X Space earlier that was really fun. People reminded us, maybe it was Kritter, when she was on, that sometimes they give a character a name and then change it because they're trying to keep it a little secret, you know? Like, what if they are doing Amis here?
Yeah, but this is too. This info is too out there, right?
Because everything's exciting.
They usually do that when they're trying to hide stuff. But if this was in alt text or something that's who the character was, that's not a fake name. That's it.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean they announced.
You missed it.
We all have them. You just can't see mine as easily.
Yeah,
but that's okay. Comments still good.
So. All right, so Amis had silvery white hair. Bear had, does it say?
Well, and I would say her age matches Bear more, you know, but
she has white hair. So Amis and Bear both had white hair.
Right.
So
because Bear is older than Dirt in the book.
Yes, and Amis was her apprentice before, yeah.
Right.
I mean, so I'm not going to go on a limb and say that they. You said that they said she could channel.
I think they urged them.
Yeah, it's changed. I think this raises so much questions for whether Avienda is related to Ruark or any of will Avienda be Bear's niece now? Or
oh, I didn't think about that.
It's possible. I mean,
yes. They can definitely mix that up.
To be honest with you, we knew going in, right, that they were going to merge characters.
But again, if you're gonna merge it, you give her Amis's name. Like Amis is number one.
Yeah, it is weird.
I agree. I would have preferred the name Amis over Bear, but I think
is she married to Ruark?
And then there was that weird
energy. I felt it.
There was that weird comment on the guy who is playing Ruark, his page. Some woman said like, "Happy to play your work wife" or something or whatever.
Oh.
Which I mean, it may not be for Wheel of Time. It could be for something else. Well, now I gotta go find it.
You should definitely
find it, and then let me know so you can probably share it at the bottom down there for present, or just tell me.
There's too much social media.
Either that or send me a link and I'll post it up there. All right, so let's go back to the cast real quick. All right, so we have Bear. This I believe is I forgot who she was playing.
Let's
me a
look it
second.
up. I have
Oh,
up
okay,
in
I
the
got it.
document.
It was Nicole
Oh.
Sherwin.
Nicole Sherwin.
I'm sending it to you right now.
Nicole Sherwin.
Where are you sending it?
I'll do it in the thread in X.
Nice.
The thread. You mean on?
I mean
Winespring?
the direct message that we're all in.
Oh, okay. The green room.
Green
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, and here's my thought on this, not knowing shit else or what's going through their minds, right? I think that they are probably trying to establish a similarity to the White Tower, but with age. Do you see what I'm saying? Where it shows that the wise ones are not unlike the White Tower as far as how old these channelers can get. That's the only thing that comes to my mind that makes any sense in regards to what they're doing.
yeah.
Hold on. I'm getting it there. What?
I don't disagree.
I don't know.
Funny
I
enough,
know.
I don't like it.
Wait,
I mean,
wait,
I just
Lumi.
think-
Lumi, go ahead. Tavern, hold on. What was that, Lumi?
Yeah.
Sorry, I think funnily enough, I feel like a lot of the IO wise ones are not super old.
Mm-hmm.
That we come
Agreed.
across in the way that the kin are, you know?
Oh wait, I gotta restart.
I
Yeah.
love that you mentioned the kin.
Moraine's age, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because Soralea's the oldest, but she can't channel very strongly, so she wouldn't slow as much.
Did it not save? Damn it, it didn't save.
Bear can't channel, so she wouldn't slow. Amis isn't that old. Maybe it's honestly just because you don't live long in the threefold land.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oof. Reality.
Would that account? Would that occur to channelers?
no, I mean just like literally, like things would kill you.
Like it's a harder life.
Scorpions and the weather, and you wouldn't be able to like keep up with the clan or something. Like
And
I don't know.
enemies.
Yeah. I mean, they would never
Water,
attack a wise
dehydration.
Wise ones are untouchable, remember?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the 2 steps.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
and
and the only
all
thing
of
is
those
like
stuff.
all the animals would kill you. It's like Australia in that sense.
It's Australia. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not a lie. All right, we got it. Let me share this. Sorry, it took a while because when it saved with a weird extension and it didn't like it.
You're doing a great job, Tavern.
This is how sad we are,
So
Lumi.
validating.
She has to keep pumping me up so that I don't crumble on screen.
It's not true. It's true. It's true.
It's true. All right, so Ta'veren Tavern. Welcome, Ruark. Can't wait to see you on screen. Nicole Sherwin, wonderful working with you, my film husband. Okay.
Maybe he does have 2 wives.
Or
So she could be Dorinda, right? Is Dorinda his other wife?
Uh-huh.
but wait
Right?
a minute, who is Nicole Sherwin?
I'm pulling up
I don't
Nicole
know.
Sherwin.
No,
And is
she's
she in the
quite
World Cup?
young.
Because
I
maybe-
did
Maybe-
link her Instagram profile on there.
I saw
too.
that. Hold on.
Yeah.
Maybe yeah, let me bring that up. Maybe she worked with him on something else. Or she works with him on
Oh.
something
I know,
else.
and that's very possible.
She is
So, you know.
stunning. Wow.
All right, let's see.
Babe, this is
it's
Ames,
sweet, yeah.
right? Ames right here.
Very, very, very cute.
Is that her with the
Like
Mm.
white hair.
yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
she does kind of look like an Amis.
Yeah. I mean,
All right, here we go.
I always call it Amy's.
Okay, the dark hair must have been a younger photo, right? Okay.
Oh my
I
gosh.
mean, she's
She's the-
pretty.
Yeah.
She could be a niece,
Oh,
and they're
puppy.
keeping
Yes.
her secret for us.
we're so stalking her Instagram right now.
I mean, hello.
It doesn't take much to
Adorable.
rile us up.
Okay, hold on. Her name is Nicole Sherwin, right?
What is she doing
Yeah.
in the second photo? Oh, I really wanted to
Hold
know.
down.
Oh, I bet on IMDb, I think I can
That's what I'm-
cross-reference. I don't
Okay.
think you can on the app.
I'm on
Nicole
her
Sherwin, there she is.
Yeah, so I think at the bot, like once you click on her thing, I think if you scroll all the way down, you can say and
Where, down here?
Maybe scroll up. There was some place where you could like search for 2 people or something.
Okay, what's the guy's name?
Bjorn. Hang on. I don't want to make sure we spell it properly.
BJORN.
BJOERN.
OERN. Okay.
Yeah. And then Landberg. LANDBERG.
I wonder if
Bjorn Landberg.
What was that, Lumi?
I wonder. Maybe he's got different spellings because the O is.
Oh no, it's Bjorn. Yes, there's no E.
Good catch.
Oh, okay.
It's got the umlaut or whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just how it's listed on Instagram, but yeah.
And then I add a slash.
Okay,
because,
Instagram's made a typo.
I mean, whoever made his Instagram account, it's his account.
Big trouble.
It's hit.
I mean, they just he just pops up for this. Let me. Interesting. Let me back up here.
But I don't think she's updated her thing yet. Have they?
Which
all
can
done
be
that yet?
intentional.
No, because sometimes they won't let them add to their IMDb if they're hiding stuff. Now, granted, she could have worked with him in something else, and because what does she say?
Yeah.
She says,
Film husband,
not show husband.
It's called film, though, y'all.
Okay, we can do this. So why don't you list off how many credits does he have? Because I have hers up right now. So how many credits does he have on IMDb?
Let me go look him up.
Can I add a photo? Because Jesus.
Bjorn.
Oh, beautiful.
Landberg. Is it Landberg or Landberg?
Yep, that's it. That's
him right there.
Yeah.
All right. He has not very many. Wheel of Time, Unearned, Soko Wismar, and
Wait. Hang on. I'm looking for each
down here.
one.
Here's the ones down here.
Because she is 20. Okay, I don't see okay. No, what are you doing?
I know. I'm messing with you. Here you go.
Okay.
These are mostly TVs, though. TV shows.
No. All right.
Ooh, you got loud.
Creamy Day. I was
Wait, the
looking
white
for
hair
each one.
really is giving a niece, isn't it?
Yeah. She leaned into that.
Yeah, but they're not playing around with this dude. This guy's 6'6".
Well,
I mean, when we first saw the trailer and we just saw him from the back, I think everybody was in agreement that dude is humongous.
Right?
Yeah, Ruark is huge. Like huge.
I'm not seeing any shared credits as of yet.
Okay, so let me go back here.
That means it could be Wheel of Time.
It's a possibility.
I think so.
Either that or they could be working on something that hasn't been announced yet.
Right.
Winter Wounds. No, that's Uber My Data. What else do we have here? Yeah, no clue. So that is a possibility. Interesting. I like it. All right. Going back. What the hell was that? My computer just popped.
That's always fun.
It was like, boom. I was like, I don't like that sound at all, actually. Which way are we going? We're not. We're going this way. Oh,
my
all
girls.
Right. So here we go. We're going to get into those here in a minute. All right. So this is Bear.
Yeah, we went on a wild tangent. Sorry.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
And now this other one here is
Salome Gunner's daughter, and she's Melaine.
Melaine, right. And then the one on the bottom is the one that's playing Melindra.
Correct. Who
and
is
then, of course, we
Malkiri
have...
Flesh?
Yeah, what is...
Not Shido.
So I have something for that, which is mind-boggling. Here it is, right here. But we'll talk about her last. All right, so we have Melaine. I mean, yeah, I'm good with that. Let's take a look at the picture again.
Yeah, so she's on the far right.
Yeah, far right.
You know what's so funny? I saw her. Okay, does anybody remember the waif from Game of Thrones?
Yes.
She looks so much like her.
Yeah.
I think in this photo.
She does. That's funny. It's weird because it doesn't look like the picture we just saw of her.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of it, I think it's her hair, kind of.
That, and I think the lighting on her nose is different. So I'm not sure if that's Elaine. Could be
Melaine. No, that's 100% her.
Maybe it's Melaine.
Oh gosh. Jesus.
I'm just saying.
Welcome to the Will and Chill Show.
Yeah, Melaine. That's the new meme.
Oh my God.
This dude, I got nothing to say about Bjorn here, except that he's a mountain of a man.
And giving very Daddy Ruark vibes.
Daddy. Got some competition, Tavern.
Oh, what? There's no competition. What? This dude's a freaking, look at him. He's like, he's got that look of, I will spank you and then give you a lollipop. I mean, look at this guy.
Meg.
Meg, you okay,
that
Meg?
Was wild.
Lumi, what are your thoughts on Ruark?
I mean, he's hot, but what you just said really creeped me out.
I mean, it falls right into the books with Berlane.
I'm looking forward to.
Remember when he threatened to spank Berlane?
Tavern. Lumi's talking.
No.
And the lollipop? No.
Oh, the lollipop was a bit much. Sorry, Lumi.
I don't think it's like that with Berlane, actually. And thank you for saying that. I don't know if we're going to see Berlane this season, which is a bit sad because I feel like we would have known that by now. In the same way that we kind of knew about Fail. Well, we've known about Fail and Garen and Galad like unofficially for ages.
Yeah, but here's the thing with Fail. We knew about Fail because the actress accidentally left her script out and somebody saw it. That's the only reason we knew about Fail. She was horrified by that. I mean, she felt horrible about it, but we learned about Fail way back before we would have ever learned about her if it hadn't been for that accident.
I totally forgot.
What's that?
Left her script out where?
She was somewhere and
I didn't hear this story.
Yeah, she left her script because it was like they freaking covered that up real quick, but she left her script out somewhere. And it showed, she was reading it or whatever, and somebody caught a wind and put it out on the internet. I mean, this was like early last year, if I'm not mistaken.
They even know who Fail Bashir is.
Listen,
we know.
Prague right now is like Prague. Everybody in Prague is trying to get information on everything.
Got you.
And there are and we have several websites and content creators that have no problem dropping spoilers. And
some of us do it on accident. We're really sorry, and we don't know what's happening until it's done.
Yeah, I mean, some people, that's their whole thing. They want to be the first ones to put something out. But yeah, I mean, Ruark, he does look like he can be stern and kind at the same time, which is what I was going with. Lollipop might have been a bit too much.
Yeah, it was a bit much, Tavern.
His eyebrows are not as I didn't expect like white hair and black eyebrows. It's a lot of contrast.
They are very
piercing, dyed.
Yeah.
There's one. No, actually, I don't think they're dyed because there was one other actor that I can recall that had pure white hair and dark eyebrows, and it was something Martin. Like he's an old actor from like the 70s and 80s, and I can't remember what his name
Martin
is.
Short.
No, not Martin Short. But anyways,
I love Martin.
He was amazing, and that was his thing. He would just white hair and dark eyebrows. Yeah,
Okay,
He
so
gives off Gaston
Bjorn,
vibes.
he
What's that?
is.
He gives off Gaston vibes.
Oh, actually, yeah,
He does.
he does. Not in a bad way either. Gaston.
Like
Okay,
a nice
so-
Gaston.
Okay, German actor, voice actor, and singer. So I know on X Spaces we talked about maybe we'll get some washing of the spears singing,
Mhm.
and voice actor, so he could do it.
Well, voice actor doesn't mean he can sing.
No,
Come
somebody found some clip of him singing.
Oh, okay.
He does
All right,
sing. Yes.
Rude.
Yeah. Okay. As you know, Meg, we don't look at other people's work or findings because
I stalk everybody, so
I
Good,
I've seen
we're
his
glad
TikTok.
you're
He
here.
has videos. There wasn't that many videos of him singing in English though. Maybe one that I saw.
yeah, I think it was like German.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it says a
well,
German
he's
actor.
German.
Yeah.
He's German, so that makes sense.
Okay. I really hope we get
Um,
some singing. I love when there's a little bit of that mixed in with our show. They're doing
I
a
keep
really
saying,
good job.
I keep saying they need to turn the Aiel episodes into a musical.
I really hope they flesh out Ruark and hopefully Amis.
Yeah.
And because I think one thing that would be so cool to see on TV is for season 4 that will
Yes,
come.
it will definitely come. Yeah, absolutely will.
Is the relationship between Ruark, Amis, and Berylane. And I'd love to see them sort of
Oh, that would be
develop a bit
amazing.
more, because I love how they see her as their daughter, or she reminds them of their daughter. I always found that really interesting. And I think it's actually kind of a good sort of contrast to maybe the Nynaeves of the world who just see Berylane as that hussy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it's like Berylane has a lot of skills and
Berylane is amazing.
Yeah,
I think she's underrated. Like
she
and I
is.
think
I
she gets a
joke.
bad rap. Like
I joke about Berylane a lot, not in a bad way, but she did what she did for her country. Everything she did was to protect her country. And granted, there was a lot of flirting, and it's actually a pretty brilliant move. There was a lot of flirting between her and Perrin because, but if you think about it, if she sets her,
there's a lot of flirting in a one-way sense.
no, I know that. I didn't say Perrin was flirting back. I'm just saying, from her point, she was flirting with Perrin. But think about the genius of that. Openly going after a man who is with somebody already, and just showing everyone, this is my focus. This is the man. They all leave her alone. Nobody else comes after Berylane because she's trying to get to Perrin, and in reality, she doesn't really want Perrin.
It gives the illusion, though, that she's keeping,
Genius
who
is that to keep people off you. I mean,
I thought she wanted Perrin.
I think she did too.
A little bit, but I don't
think she wanted Perrin, but I think that she was trying to attach herself to. I mean, I find it so funny that she tried to go for Rand, and I think was it the million rands exploded in front of her and was like, I'm out.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
And
it's too weird for me.
I was like, let's go for his friend. I think that's so funny.
But again, she was going after Rand because of his power, not because
he's the
she thought
Dragonborn. Yeah, of course.
Right.
Well, and I
then-
think that's
and
why
then-
she was going after Perrin too.
Right, and she was going after Perrin for the same thing because it would hopefully solidify some kind of safety for her country.
Yeah, no, I don't really blame her for doing that. I think, and also at the beginning, at least in book 4, I think she should have stopped when like Fayo and Perrin got married, and it's like I think that's when she should have hung it up. At the beginning, okay, Fayo might have got there first, but they're not married, so I feel like I can see why she's like fair game. Like, do you know what I mean?
Lumi.
I agree, but like I said, after the whole marriage engagement thing, I'm telling you, it's a good ruse because she won't give anybody else a second look because she's too busy. Why is this?
Are we also? Do we have a spoiler banner? Are we worried about that?
Full book spoilers.
Yeah, we already said full book spoilers.
Okay, just making sure. Okay.
It's actually on the banner's up right now.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
That was me, Tavern.
Oh, I was sitting there going, I keep shutting it off and it keeps coming back on. And I was like, what is
I'm in
wrong
the background just clicking it again.
Also, it feels really weird to like be here because I've watched so many live streams. Seemingly innocuous. Like it would have been like season 2, and I'm like,
yeah,
I don't know. I'm on book 10 or 8 at this point, and it's like,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I finished. No, past tense.
No,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was
Lumi's
like, oh my
finished.
God.
Lumi's finished. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, oh no.
Way to go, Meg.
I was like, what did I say?
Full spoiler.
Um,
Full spoiler banner is down there. Don't worry.
So I would have been on book 10 or 8 or something, and it's like, yeah, I can watch something about the Great Hunt. That was ages ago, and it's like still there would be like some kind of spoilers or something like that.
Yeah,
I've been through it.
Sorry if that was us.
No,
So there's some comments from Light Blinded Fool
Yes.
in the chat where he says, so she's either Amis or Leanne the roof mistress, or both then, or maybe they'll combine Amis and Sorley. That would just be a travesty.
I don't think they can.
I don't. Yeah,
it would have been bad.
No, Amis and
age.
Bear I can see,
Yes.
but Amis
Yes.
and Sorley, no way.
No.
I'm just going to go ahead and agree with Light Blinded Fool because he typically ends up being right. So
Wait. In what world does Light Blinded Fool end up being right?
all the time.
No, so is he talking about Nicole Sherwin or?
No, he's talking about Bear, the actress that. Well, no, he's talking about Amis not being there because they have Bear, so Amis might be mixed with somebody else. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, and I think he was talking about. Yeah, you're right, Nicole Sherwin, because I think that's when we were talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, on to a short-lived character, but a great character, Melindra.
All right.
And this is where we have info. Is it here? Yeah.
Oh,
So-
what cheekbones are we looking at here?
They're all cheekbones. Every freaking one of them. It's disturbing. All right. So Sinave Madisi Lund. I don't know how to pronounce her name, so I apologize, ma'am.
It's a good effort.
Miss, I tried. Is Norwegian actress, director, and journalist, She made her acting debut in 2011 as lead in Joe Snibbo's Headhunters, directed by Academy Award-winning nominated Morton Tildum. Since then, she has appeared in projects such as The Girl in the Spider's Web, Riviera, and the popular Netflix series Ragnarok. That's where I know her face from. Dang it.
Okay.
Captivating audiences over multiple seasons. Most recently, she starred in Prime Video series Everybody Loves Diamonds and played fan favorite Cecilia Peterson in the horror blockbuster film Saw 10. Or Saw X.
Which you could not pay me enough money to watch a Saw movie.
I'm not a big fan of those either. Like, it's not a thing for me. They do nothing for me whatsoever. Like I've never even watched what are those spoof movies? Scream?
Oh, the scary movies. Like
Scary
any
movies.
Movie
I've not
Scary
watched
Movie
any of
2.
those. I've never seen any of the Scream movies. None of that stuff.
I love scary movies. They're all wonderful.
I don't have a problem if it's on TV or whatever, but I won't pay to go see one. It just it's not a thing.
I don't even like going to the movies and seeing the trailer before the movie. Like I literally have to go like this during the trailer.
Oh, it doesn't. They're not scary to me. They're just I just don't appreciate the genre as much. I guess I don't know.
I'm afraid of ET, so let's just set the bar real low.
We're gonna have a whole episode just on that.
Yeah, you're coming to our alien stream for sure.
Yeah, we need to unpack that. All right, so Lumi, hit us with the information you have about the Malkiri portion with Melinda.
Oh, okay. So I'm just reading off of what series. I thought it would have been. I feel like there might be something a bit more extensive on maybe Amazon Prime or something. But what series says? Yeah, her name, which I don't want to butcher. I'll say Lund because I think I'm quite
Lund. That's good. I like it.
Yeah, Lund seems
so
quite
smart.
Easy to say, and you can also refer to people by their surnames. Lund will portray Melindra, a Malkiri raised by the Tardad Ayo. While Melindra is a character from the books, her origin appears to have been altered in the adaptation. It also says Melindra also changes clans, though with a twist. She is no longer of the Shido Ayo. In fact, she's not Ayo at all. Instead, she is playing a Valkyrie survivor. So that Valkyrie survivor word is quoted. So I'm not sure where they're quoting from, but it's probably from Prime. Who was taken in by the Tardad. This raises intriguing possibilities of a connection to Lan, the last survivor of the Valkyrie royal line and the uncrowned king of the fallen nation. I've got to say that I think it's poor Lan, because Melinda's probably still, full book spoilers, a dark friend. I don't know what's going to happen with her, because Matt, I think it would have been cool to see her with Matt.
Yeah.
But maybe if Lanthair is Keely, then maybe Melinda is helping her out or something. I do think it is weird that we only saw one Aiel dark friend. I do think it's weird because it was it's good to show. I don't mind them showing. I think it's good to show the concept of a dark friend should be like sort of universal, and I think it's useful to see it across all ethnicities, nationality, cultures, exactly.
Yeah.
And we see one, I guess, within Suroth, and then one. Is there another Shan-Chan dark friend?
In the books?
Yeah, it's just Suroth, isn't it?
I don't think so.
That we know of.
So you see Suroth, and then
I don't think they get too into it.
And I'm sure there are, obviously, but
I'm sure there are.
Who we saw.
Yeah.
And then it's and then the gazillion in the White Tower. Like, I mean, come on.
There's so many.
Right?
What does that say about Randland?
But think about it. The White Tower is the seat of power, right? In Randland.
Yeah.
The Aiel kill anybody that comes into the waste who isn't them.
Well, clearly not anybody.
Well, true. Yeah, that's what's throwing me off. That's what's throwing me off, because now we have two. We have Shael and we have clearly Melinda.
Well, and was Shael Tardad too?
I don't know.
Hold on, let me find out.
Because then I was like, well, maybe like this is the clan that like accepts outsiders or something, you know? I don't know.
And
like the Shido would maybe be more like xenophobes or something, you know, like maybe that's what they're trying to portray. I don't know.
She is Tardad.
I mean, because we have to have Shido because Couladin.
She might step to the Tardad Aiel.
Okay. All right.
I have another thing that I'm looking up real quick to see if it fits with this, but continue. Sorry.
We're getting agreement on X about Amy's. Oh my gosh, Amy's. I always say her name wrong. Amy's.
Well, I mean, whatever. It is what it is.
I know it's because I read it before I listened.
Okay, so
no, I did too.
It's there. Like it's Amy's for me.
I think I said a miss in my head all the time.
Oh, a miss is cute too.
All right, I'm gonna bring something up on the screen here. Oh no, you can see it.
Oh, they've got regions. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
This is something that I remember from a while back. I remember seeing a map and I've hid. Let me find out. So
where's this from?
Where's this from? This is from Atlas of Fire of Ice and Fire blog on WordPress.
Good job, blog press people.
So here's the thing, right? We're talking about, here's Tarwin's Gap up here. Here's Jangai Pass and stuff. The Tardad Aiel looks like they're closest
to the
spine of the world.
Yeah.
Right. Or to the spine of the world. So anybody coming over will more than likely run into the Tardad first, unless they come in from the south, but there's no passes.
Probably.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So so if you look, I mean, there's no other passes in here. Jangai's the closest one. Then you have the Neum passes and Tarwin's Gap up north. But yeah, so they're more than likely anybody coming across will probably run into the Tardad first. So that's a good observation, that maybe they're the most lenient or the most, I wouldn't say accepting, because Aiel are Aiel, but depending on the circumstances, they might take somebody in.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyways,
easily. Yeah.
let me get rid of that. All right. Anyways, but yeah, it's an interesting twist because like Lumi said, it's interesting because one, we don't get that in the books. Two, the possible connection to Lan.
I just finished. I feel sorry for Markier and Lan because there's a few good ones in New Spring, but there's actually for example, the only Markieri Aes Sedai we see, which I'm surprised there's only one, because it was only 40 years ago. But the one Markieri Aes Sedai is Black Archer.
Yeah. Oof.
That is really awful.
And then now there's another dark friend from
Malkier. I mean, Malkier was taken over by the Blight, right? It was taken over by the Blight. We know that Lan escaped with a dozen or 2 dozen, and they only 5 or 6 survived, or something like that. And so any other Malkieri that we come across are those that left before the Blight took hold, and there aren't. I mean, it ends up being quite a bit because when he starts writing from Land's End,
Can't wait for that.
I just got the thingy, so stop. Don't get me all goosey.
Because I always say that book 4 is the only one that made me cry, but book 11, what Nynaeve said, will he ride alone? I think I didn't burst into tears, but I think I teared up a little bit. It was amazing.
It's incredible. I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, Lan ends up bringing 150,000.
Oh my god! Yeah,
into the last battle. So it's
Shook
not a small number, but these are all people that fled that never thought, and not to mention that Lan had denounced his right to the crown time and time again. So they never expected anybody to take over. But even in Faldara, right on the border, there are dark friends. So it would not be surprising at all that there would be dark friends in Malkier. I wouldn't think there would be that many because they fought long and hard against the dark, against the shadows. So
I'd imagine you'd find the least in the Borderlands, I think.
Yeah.
But no, it's not that I don't
agree.
think that there should be. It's just the only sort of ones, the main ones we see, except for in New Spring, maybe, seem to be.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's really weird. And so, so this whole turn of her being Malkiri is really causing havoc in my brain.
I'm
really
very
don't
protective. Know what to make of it.
Yeah, I'm very protective of Lan.
But actually, what they did with Dana in season 1.
Oh God.
Wonderful.
Right? They deserve better.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So I'm just hey, maybe I can let you change.
Yes.
Maybe you can change this, actually.
Dana, I love me.
And I
love
actually
me
think
some
that
Dana.
She was it was supposed to be numerous people across different little villages, but it was a really good condensation of all of that into one person.
And it was a surprise, which I really enjoy. I did not
Big
see
surprise.
it coming until she was like, was the braid too much? I was like, oh,
and you know what? We talk about how the show differs from the books, but they kind of have to.
Oh, for sure.
Because
otherwise
we know everything that's going to
bored.
happen.
Yeah.
We know what's going to happen, but they have to tell these untold stories that still fit into the main
world
arc. Yeah.
I feel I think some changes make sense, but I also feel like there's enough things that have been untold in the Wheel of Time to have a more book accurate adaptation. That being said, I don't mind Swan and Moraine being a couple. That makes sense to me. And I think it's a bit
makes more sense than Tom and Moraine as a couple.
And Brandon
as
well. God.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense. And it's so funny that gets a lot of backlash because
I don't see why. They said that they basically said it in the books that they
were not read
Hello Friends. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, anyways, all right. So that's what we have for the latest characters and actors. Let us move into. I'm just going to go through pictures.
Woo! We spent a good time on these earlier.
We did.
This is my favorite photo, and it's
yeah.
We did. I'm going to reiterate some of the things observations from
Do it.
today. We'll start with Elaine on the left and move our way to the right. First off, very queenly, very.
I need that outfit.
Yeah, that outfit's badass.
I need them all. Let me just say that. Like,
so Battle Aja wearing her green. She's got a crown in her hair
on her face.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, the faces are freaking amazing in this. But she's got a crown woven into her hair. Right on her chest, right there, or right above her breast there, the piece of armor that goes around the neck. There is a rose in the metal, which is awesome. Actually, I can probably zoom in.
Zoom it in. Yeah.
I was like, come on.
There's a rose. She has roses throughout her armor, which I thought was a nice touch. Also, as part of the battle, Aja, her horse is the only one that's actually ready for battle and doesn't have any crazy ass shit that somebody can grab or anything.
Oh, interesting.
Which I thought was kind of cool. Now we move over.
She's the queen, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Now we have the gloriousness that is Egwene's outfit. First of all, flame of Tarvalon everywhere.
Yes.
They're on her wrist. It's on her bodice or this belt. The flame is on the shoulders or the pauldrons. It's everywhere. It's all throughout her dress.
I think someone also pointed out that that's a crystal necklace.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's amazing. Which I'm going to. It might be a terangrial or something. It might be something that gives her more power. Who knows?
Well, and we're thinking this is also in her testing, right?
Yes, in her testing.
No, I think this is foreshadowing.
Yeah.
This is for
outside of the test, or
no, I mean it's definitely her testing, but it's the foreshadowing.
No, accepted test. Yeah, definitely. They've been doing that throughout. Yeah,
like the crystals foreshadowing.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Also on the horse's barding, especially on this piece right here. Actually, why did I say the horse? On Bella's barding.
Okay,
I was going to say, is it Bella?
It's Bella.
Don't do that again.
No, listen, we've already decided it's Bella.
Yes.
Anybody that says different is dead to me. So on the barding for Bella, we have what appears to be like an island with a tower on it. If you look real close, it kind of looks like Tarvalon.
Okay, yeah, I see that now.
I mean, it looks like something else, but I'm not going to mention
Close
that.
enough. I know. We're good. Move on.
But yeah, even here you have the flame. You have the flame shooting this way and the flame shooting that way. So it's really cool.
And her
of
ring.
Course,
did you want to talk about
yes,
that?
We haven't gotten to that.
So...
Elaine had the green ring. She has the gold ring.
Like Swan.
Solid gold.
Yeah, like Swan.
Like the special seat people.
And then we have on the right, we have Nynaeve in a very practical battle outfit.
Which I do wonder why her hair is like, I mean, it's twists, but like she doesn't have her braid.
She's growing up her look. Like she's changing. She's accepting more of like the outside world look versus just Two Rivers focused.
Remember
her stylist.
I was seeing. So
not to mention she's wearing what clearly okay, let me get back to what she's wearing. She's wearing yellow, of course. And there are yellow flowers all over her barding.
For like herbs, probably.
Well, not even that. It's
like for healing, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but remember the signal for the yellows is a bunch of yellow flowers. So it's very reminiscent of that from the books that there was yellow flowers all associated with a yellow Aes Sedai. As far as her hair and her outfit, this definitely shows that she has moved away from Two Rivers wool. She's wearing silks, which means that she still has braids, but they're loose, right? She still has her twists, but they're loose. So it just might be her growing up, right? Or not growing up, but allowing herself to grow a little bit.
Well, and it is from Egwene's point of view.
Yeah, it's this is how Egwene is picturing her.
True.
Like we think, we're assuming, that this is how Egwene is picturing. But I love how Egwene is picturing herself, like how regal and put together, and just. I mean, this is maybe the most beautiful image I've ever seen of this actress right here. Like, this is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, like you said earlier, I want to see what these are.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the sides of that. Like,
I'll almost guarantee that there's some kind of flame as well.
Oh, you think so?
It might be.
Yeah.
I'm not sure though, but I mean, if you look at the curve here,
But it could be the more traditional like teardrop flame too.
Yeah. Well, this is a teardrop. It's just more stylized.
Well, I mean, it's
Zoom
just
on her ring,
embellished,
please.
but yeah.
Yeah, it's embellished. Huh?
Could you zoom in
Lumi?
on her ring, please?
On who?
The ring.
Ring?
Her ring. Yeah. So Suwan's is gold as well. So I think like when you're Amerlin, it goes to gold.
Not to mention that also, I mean, yes, the Amerlin's is gold. I mean, Suwan's is gold, but she never went into an Aja, so
correct, right?
And we're full spoilers, so we can say it.
Yes, I keep throwing up the banner just in case.
And then
which I'm so annoyed about actually, because I'd love to have seen like green Aja Egwene today. We saw Egwene today. We got Egwene Alvear and then Mother.
Yeah, but we kind of did get to see Battle Master Egwene. I mean,
in that way,
not dressed as Egwene, but acting as Egwene for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, we have Bella, whose real name is Alfie or something, and farts a lot. Archie and farts. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was the story that came from behind the scenes. That Bella is a male horse that likes to fart.
So we don't technically know if this is Bella here.
Stop it.
Since it's Egwene's perspective.
You need to stop.
I really like how they've got different color horses as well, actually. I just think that's really a cool touch.
Yeah. Egwene's
There's only one brown horse. There's only one brown horse in the Wheel of Time.
I mean, I was thinking they all look super sleepy. Like all the horses, don't they?
No. No.
Look at Nynaeve.
I don't know what a
Nynaeve
sleepy
is
horse
like...
looks like.
Okay, so this is what's happening, right? Nynaeve's horse is like, are we done? like it's channeling her mood.
Oh,
like,
totally.
Whatever. And then Elaine is like, yeah, I'm regal as fuck. Look at her. Look at that horse's eyes. Totally thinks they're regal. That horse.
Well,
the
they
attitude, the sass. Oh, the horses are beautiful. I love horses. All right. What else do we have to say about this?
Out of all of the images, I love it.
Me too. Yeah,
I love it.
It's
And
incredible.
I think it's cool to see. I think this is a change that I always found Egwene's third testing really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think I actually don't know what we're going to see, because Nynaeve's testing, obviously with Agenor not being there, or the Eye of the World not happening in the way of the books, like that was going to change. One of my friends actually recently is reading The Great Hunt. I've managed to persuade them to read the books after a lot of nagging. And they actually found the TV series, because again, like me, they're sort of TV first, more agonizing than the book version, which I found interesting.
Agonizing in which way?
Yeah, you have to.
When I knew, because I guess because for them, she got trapped there for a long time, and also like, although Nynaeve had three children with Lan in the book version, in the TV show, she was literally carrying Elnor, and then ran out and it evaporated.
That
because,
kills me every time I watch it.
It's like what is it? It's not her child, is it? So
that's the beauty of the difference between on paper and on screen, right? You could write that. If that was written that way in the books, it would be heartbreaking. But you're making that mental picture when they show it to you in all the drama that they can muster for a TV show. It's devastating.
Oof, yes.
Yeah.
So Lumi,
like
you've mentioned.
Yeah.
No, go ahead, Mike. Because I was going to kind of move on.
I was just saying, like, for me, like when I read it as like a teenager, I didn't have the perspective I do as adult with a child. And like, I think about like that, if that was my child, like, oh my God.
Oh,
like,
devastating.
Like losing a piece of yourself almost.
Right. Yeah.
So Lumi, you've mentioned a few times you read after watching season 1.
Yeah.
So what is it about season 1 that made you want to read like these tomes, like so many words?
I don't know. And I've tried to think about that actually, because like I watched it with a few friends, family members, and everyone liked it, but I just loved it and I couldn't wait.
Mm.
And I what I would say is that I didn't, for anyone who, well, maybe this is the wrong crowd. We probably
I
all
doubt
seen
it.
but I think it's not easy to read 15 books.
It's not.
Yeah. No, you have to love it to do it.
And commit.
I would just say that like I never signed up to read 15 books. Like
Yeah.
that was not even that wasn't like a challenge or anything like that. It wasn't a goal.
Did you know it was 15 books when you started? When you said, "Hey, I'm going to read this," did you know it was 15 books?
I think I would have checked it, yeah, before I started.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
I
just read The Eye of the World and I just really took it as it came. So like
good.
I finished the first one in about 3 weeks, maybe 3.5 weeks, something like that.
Wow.
It's basically roughly a
Nice.
book a month. And I was listening to it on Audible, I wasn't reading it. So then I
Yeah,
was like,
lovely.
okay, next one. It was just kind of like that. It wasn't like I didn't devote myself to like finishing the books before season 2 came out or anything like that.
Right.
It just played out that way.
So
Because you devoured it. You got, yeah.
You can't help
well,
it.
that's the
Hold
thing
it.
about the Wheel of Time. I mean, once you start reading it, and it doesn't resonate with everybody, but once you start reading it, and if you really get into it, you really, really get into it.
They become
there's
your
like
friends. your
there's like
family.
no half-assing that at all.
I realized I really love world building, and this has
Yeah.
Robert
So-
Jordan will do that to you.
World building, I'm there. Like even
Yes.
with, like, animes or Game of Thrones or other things that I've seen before, it's like if there's like a vast world building aspect, I'm in.
You're there.
What so I've got a question for you. You watched season 1, you started reading the books. Based on what you saw for season 1, did the books take you in a direction that you thought the show was going to take you? Because you didn't know what else was coming.
I don't know.
Was it surprising some of the things that happened based on what you saw on the show? You were like, "Oh, I didn't see this coming because it."
Oh,
was
where's
different on the
Perrin's
show."
wife?
Yeah, where's Perrin's wife in the books?
Where's the
I think I knew he didn't have a. I think I'd seen people
Okay.
kind of say that he didn't have a wife.
We
or
were
something.
upset. Yeah.
They didn't actually show her in the book. They didn't write about her in the books, but they talked about her a little bit. She was the refrigerator in the Winespring Inn.
No, get out of here.
It was horrible.
That's
I
bad.
hated the
That's
whole
bad.
Layla thing. I hated it.
That's like my only complaint from
It was
all
unnecessary.
seasons is that one. Yeah.
I can't. I'm going to answer your question with another answer, Aes Sedai fashion, because I can't really
Yay.
remember. But I would say that I'm just going back to what I was saying previously. I mean, to Winespring's question, I think probably that Aes Sedai. The Aes Sedai.
The Aes Sedai surprised you?
No, like I think it's what made me
Drew
think like
you.
I need to read more. Yeah, drew me.
Oh,
into
okay, yeah.
the world.
No,
I think
listen, the
episode
Aes-
6 is probably my favorite episode of season 1.
Which
So
one?
episode
The
6.
episode 6.
Oh,
all the
yeah.
intrigue and
Tower
the
politics.
Yeah.
The Aes Sedai in the book,
Which is a bit annoying because it's like, I mean, not
We want
annoying,
more.
but like, it's not pure to the books because you don't see the White Tower in book 1.
Right.
no.
But
But
they
the Aes
needed to
Sedai
show
in
us.
the Wheel of Time is an entity all to itself,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so what I got out of what we saw on the show with the Aes Sedai and the Tower politics reminded me a lot of modern day political shows like West Wing, that kind of stuff, which people are drawn to.
Yes.
I think we've not seen that yet even.
Oh, no, it's going to get
much
worse.
more.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
it's going to get worse.
I hope it's this season.
Worse but better.
So so we're full spoilers, and so what I believe we're getting this season is the Black Aja
Coup.
leaving the tower,
Well,
Black
leaving
Hour
the tower.
coup, and the big fight,
Yeah.
Good.
and the coup with Elida and all of that stuff, which is going to be insane. It's super fast paced. They're cramming so much into these episodes and into these seasons because it's just too much book for a TV show. But they're racing through this stuff pretty good.
Okay, wait. One
Anybody
more
else?
question. One
Yep.
more question before I know we're gonna hit some
You're good.
images, but I love speaking to, well, for one, like first time viewers, readers, that kind of thing. So you're fascinating to me, Louis. So, what character do you feel like do you show and book if they're different? Like, don't feel like you can only pick one. Show or book, both. Did you like just connect with? So we know that Tavern loves Lan. I love Nynaeve 100%.
Meg loves Gawain.
Gawain, of course. Egwene makes sense for Meg.
I'm the critter stand-in. So.
The critter stand-in is funny.
So, like, who is it for you? Book and show. It can be different. Mine's Nynaeve across the board. She's perfect no matter what she does.
I think when I start, I started. This would have been 3 years ago. 3 years ago. This right now, I probably would have been on the Great, maybe starting the Great Hunt. And I'm around Nynaeve's age, so I think that's like something that I'm thinking about a lot, or I've thought about a lot. I didn't. One of my friends, another friend, is reading the book, and after watching the TV show, and it's really funny because he was like, "I didn't know that she was this angry."
Oh,
I mean, he didn't get that from the TV show, actually.
Yeah, she's less so.
I know she's kind of angry in the TV show, but one thing that I don't think they've gotten across is that Nynaeve doesn't want to become an Aes Sedai. Nynaeve is like, I'm gonna learn to channel because I want to kill Moraine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pursue my friends.
Now they've shown a little bit
because she's destroyed our lives. And
they've shown a little bit of her anger, like in her novice classes and her accepted stuff. They've shown a little bit, but they never set it up like they did in the books.
Not the kill Moraine.
No. Yeah, and they never set up her anger like they did in the books with the whole women's circle and all of that stuff, right? It's crazy. I kind of like this.
Allude to it slightly in her fake accepted future. When she came out of the rings and we thought she was out of the rings, then she's like, if you don't want to help these people, whatever, like Aes Sedai is not for me. Like I feel like that was
as much as we got. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying Nynaeve for you from both?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think now that I've finished, I really like Nynaeve actually, and I think she's grown on me. It's hard to remember where I was 3 years ago. I think I know the answer for TV. It was Perrin. I think Perrin was my favorite. And at least for the first 3 books.
That's interesting because Perrin had a whole lot of nothing. He had nothing in the first season.
I mean,
he had a little bit.
I'm a huge Perrin poo-pooer. I am.
No, I'm not. I'm not knocking Perrin,
for
but
me it's because like I saw Perrin and then I read Perrin and I was like, he's got Perrin down to a T.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Marcus is doing great.
To do, but I didn't think
Marcus is killing.
I guess the first 3 books I really liked Perrin, or maybe the first 4. I think it's a bit downhill after then.
There's a lot more depth to Perrin in the books, though. There's a lot more depth to Perrin in the books than there is on the show, at least in the first season.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
I just recently rewatched season 2, and I think my favorite thing about season 2 is Elaine.
She's so refreshing.
Not to steal Kevin's whole thing.
Obsession.
You didn't know that Kevin was actually Kira? He just has a man.
I think she's actually. I think actually that this show has improved Elaine's character with.
I 100% agree.
It's the fermentation we've seen that for me was like because even reading Lord of Chaos, I love, and it's funny because like we call them the Wonder Girls, and it's like I kind of maybe rolled my eyes about that a little bit when I came across it, but like now that I've finished, I'm like, I think
it's not wrong.
Yeah,
and I think they should be Ta'veren. I honestly think the girls should be lesser Ta'verens.
Well, in the show, Nynaeve and Egwene are.
Elaine too. Also, I really think Tangent too honest Ta'veren, but
Who?
Perhaps another Tuan is
Tuan.
definitely figuring.
Oh,
I
Tuan?
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's when she has that confrontation with Rand and she's able to resist Rand. I'm like, how is that possible? Aes Sedai are quaking
She's
at
a
Rand.
bitch and
Like
stubborn.
100-year-old Aes Sedai are like, Mother, how did you speak to him? I couldn't breathe. And Tuan is just like, no.
It's
And I'm
because
like,
she's so entitled and no one has told her no her
intelligent.
entire
Okay,
life.
I wouldn't say that it's so much as entitlement as it is she's been training her whole life
and Elaine
thwart
hasn't.
to thwart. Well, no, not like Tuan.
Fortified,
to thwart
yeah.
assassination attempts and
yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
This girl is just like her whole body screams defense in a 2-foot package. It's insane.
She's so cool. Like,
She's amazing. I mean, she's a bit of a bitch, but she's amazing, and her character is incredible as far as strength of will. Tuan is a force.
Yeah.
So I can easily see how she thwarted
anyone's
Rand.
favorite
Because
too.
I mean, even if you look, even when Leandrin, I mean, they changed it in the show where Leandrin had Nynaeve up against the wall with the airflows, and Nynaeve was like, and just hit her back. Same vibe.
Yeah,
that's the same vibe, right? Because she was strong-minded, and she just rejected the fact that this was happening, and that was it.
Well, and she's significantly stronger than
I don't think that should be possible.
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't think that should be possible. I think that's
What's that?
Like what Meg said. Like, yeah, I think Nynaeve is significantly stronger, and obviously that was supposed to be Swan and Nynaeve.
Did they ever give us a rating for? Because Tuan can use Dominate, correct?
No, we don't have her.
Well, she is a Soldam, so
she is a
She
Soldam.
can learn to channel. I don't think because she's ever channeled, she could actually be ranked in strength.
Right. Yeah, I don't think we've ever gotten.
I don't know if she's been, because she's quite like, she's 20. I don't think she's been a Soldam long enough.
Right.
So, I think it's the experienced Soldams that can see the weaves. Despite
I mean,
because you essentially learned to channel at that point.
I don't think she would have done that, and I actually think she would refuse to learn.
Probably.
This is please invite me
No,
to
you're
like
100% right.
talk about Masonten and Tuan and whatnot, but
we will. We're definitely going to invite you back.
But I think Perrin was, at least in the first 3-4 books, Perrin. I think it's the girls, to answer your question. I think the girls keep me, like, I think when I was reading book 2, when I got to Nynaeve's accepted test, for me, I think that was the point where I was like, yeah, I'm in. Like, I'm locked in the series.
Oh,
like,
yes. Yeah.
This is amazing. Like,
I think I wept, so I get it. I love that. Okay, yay. Thank you for letting us get to know you a little more, like, and where you're landing on those things. That's the really fun stuff to chat about. So we'll have to do like a different stream where we just dive in.
Oh, you think so?
I think that's
He's
Julian.
younger. He's younger than I imagined.
All right, so I'm gonna create a meme real quick.
So it's not Val and Luca?
No, it's not.
I don't think so. No.
Man,
hey,
I wish
that was a theory thrown out, you guys.
Luca,
yeah, you threw it out, didn't you? Didn't you throw it out?
Maybe.
I threw out the theory. I threw out the fake theory that it was Talmanis.
That was a fun one.
I'm not gonna write on here because it doesn't have text, and I don't feel like screwing up my handwriting.
Okay, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, I was just gonna write, interest you in a badger.
Well done. Well done.
All right, Meg, we have theories that we talked about earlier. So the three of us know what the theory is as to what is in this little
the sad bracelet.
You think it's the sad bracelet?
Sad bracelet. What a name.
Do you think that's what it is?
I don't think it would be. No.
What?
I mean, that's why they go to Tanchico, is because of the sad bracelet.
Yeah, but why would Julian have it?
I think he would have confiscated them from a thief.
Oh.
It's possible.
Or it's not Julian.
Or it's not Julian.
And he's
how do you know it's
confiscated
Julian?
them from a thief for the Black Aja.
Wait, how do you know it's Julian?
Well, he's got a funky hat. I know it's not a
hat.
fez.
It's not a fez.
We got funky hats on.
And we're gonna have Tom and Tanchico too, and I need a Tom Julian team up.
Yeah, but
so she needs it, therefore it is what I just
so
gathered.
there is a guitar neck or guitar, whatever the part of the guitar is, or a lyre
Do you think
or whatever.
he's a gleeman?
I don't know if he's a gleeman. I mean, because he would. I mean, he doesn't have a gleeman's thing on him. He does have painted nails, which is kind of showy, but it is Tanchico, so we don't know if that's a norm.
Like musician vibes. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. He's got what's the freaking guitar player?
Santana?
No, the one with all the hair. You know who I'm talking about.
Slash.
Is it Flash from? Is it Motley Crue or
Slash with the giant top hat from Guns N' Roses?
Yeah, Guns N' Roses and all the hair. Yeah. So Tanchico, I think everybody's in agreement. This is Tanchico. The nails may be a cultural thing. We know that the hats are. I am so digging. Like, I can't get over Matt's leopard print shirt and freaking can dancer, or what do they call those? The clapper. Was it a clapper? What were those dancers?
Flapper.
Yeah, flapper.
A clapper.
Scene over. His flapper house coat. Like, even when they give him new clothes, they're raggedy as shit.
I know.
I like it. He looks lovely.
You know,
it's his whole vibe.
Do you know what? I think it's annoying now, but maybe the long game is by the time we get to the end, he's going to be like dressing it up.
I like.
We know eventually.
Slow burn, and then it's like you have this nice dichotomy of like.
It's a shame that I think in season 2 he's wearing the same clothes from season 1.
Yeah. Well, because his character hadn't grown. Like I said earlier, whenever there's character growth on the show, they give them a new wardrobe. It's weird. But I mean, it makes sense. It's a visual cue that something is different. But it's odd.
Well, we do see him in nice clothes in Nynaeve's testing.
Correct.
Yeah,
and we see him in nicer clothes.
It was really nice.
We see him in nicer clothes in the image with him and the two boys. He's got something different on.
Yeah.
So
I don't think he could have stolen this from the Black Archer. They would have put a ward that would have incinerated anyone.
I mean, it's.
Well, I'm wondering if they like hired a thief to get them, and then Julian intercepted that thief.
Or
actually, but they don't know. Do they know what they're looking for?
Wait a minute.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, like Magadian could have sent them on the scent for
they're going to be in the Panax Palace, and maybe
right.
Do you know what I mean? I don't think they go to Tanchico for the domination band. I think they go because they know something that's going to hurt Rand.
Ooh,
right?
Which would be the domination band.
It would be, but they don't know that yet. Don't they like overhear something or?
Well, I think
Nynaeve
does Lanfear send them?
Is that what it is? Lanfear?
I mean, it's got to be one of the Forsaken send them.
No, they
would have no reason to go.
Joya and Amiko in the books who say Tanchico, and they go, but I think they use Teleranriad. No, that's later.
Because the girls use Teleranriad and Need to discover why they're going.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think that's Ebidar. Right?
I brought this up.
Like an Adon bracelet. It does.
It kind of does, because I mean the Soldan bracelet is different. One, it's gold.
It's more like a bracer.
Yeah, the color. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bracer. The color's different, and that's why I brought this up. But I mean, it could be.
That is what it is. I am planting my flag. I am dying on this hill. That is the sad bracelet.
So it's Bella. You're saying it's Bella.
Do we think he's a dark friend?
Who, this guy?
Yeah.
Depends on who it is.
No, it's Julian. Dying on that hill as well.
Oh my god, I can't wait for this.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. If they were a dark friend, or if they were any kind of evil entity, right? Min should be able to see something.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sometimes she can't identify it, but she would be able to see something. And I would think there would be some kind of warning from her here, because it looks like she's part of the crew now, which is odd to me.
But I really want to see how she.
You know what I realized actually? No one here knows Min except for Matt.
No, that's not true. They met her in Faldara.
Well, I
She was
don't
the
know if
bartender.
they've actually ever had words.
Right, but they've seen her.
Oh, Nynaeve did. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I think in the
Rand
book,
talked to
Nynaeve did it,
her.
right?
Matt. Yeah, Rand talked to her. Moraine talked to her. I think
I don't
they
know
all.
if the girls actually talked to her. I think she might have
I
just
don't-
looked at the girls.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
not Hadnan Kadir, Jen.
As soon as that comment showed up, I was like, "Yep."
Matt wants that hat so hard. Yeah, I agree. I mean, he is looking at the hat. He's looking at the hat. Nynaeve is looking at his
It's
face.
not a wide enough brim. We need a wider brim for Matt's hat.
How do you know that? Maybe
We'll
it's
find
wider. Maybe it's not. Doesn't look as wide because he's got a lot of hair. You don't know. Maybe it's just blocking the brim.
Well, I want to see how Min gets back with the group because do we see
I know,
her
I
with
am
them
too.
at the end?
No, she stayed in Carrienan when she stayed in Carrienan when Matt got teleported to
It was kind of a
Paul.
sad separation there with her, and she was being tormented by Ishi, all these things, but now he's gone.
Not my
Woohoo!
favorite thing about this season.
No, and I will
Oh,
say
yeah.
I do, that was a twist on the show that I was actually intrigued by, was that Min was being manipulated by the Forsaken.
It's kind of giving
And
her
this
some
is
depth.
episode 306, right?
Yeah, I do think
Yeah.
it's interesting for her to like contemplate it and then reject it. if
Yes,
that makes
eventually,
sense.
yes.
That could also kind of make you stronger, maybe if you've been tested. But I
Very much.
I don't think they did it enough justice, and it's mostly a time issue where like it just kind of looks like a betrayal to Rand almost, or Matt, I guess.
Are you talking about the Min and Ishi thing?
Yeah.
I think what it did for me with Min is because Ishi wanted her so badly, is it really added weight and value to her talent. So we know, like, it's not just some little trick. Like, she has something really important here.
And we don't get that in the
Ishi
books
gave
until
that value.
Yeah, we don't get that in the books till much later when Elida and them really want Min.
Oh, like, oh, what? She does what?
Yeah. I mean, we know that it's an important talent and that it has a lot of power, but it really resonates when other people want her as well.
Yeah.
And to Moraine's credit, she never tried to put a leash on
her.
Min. Yeah. So another interesting thing about this image that I just noticed. We have Min over here covering her neck and shoulders, a little bit of chest. We have Nynaeve covering her. Yeah. We knew that she had the tattoos.
I forgot.
We have Nynaeve covering her neck and her chest, but bearing shoulders, and we have Matt showing everything. He's just out here. He's just out here.
Yeah.
What happens in Tanchico stays in Tanchico.
Yeah. I want to know how like angry or livid Nynaeve is. Like in
this picture?
In general, that she's
in
exposing so much flesh.
All
I want to
day.
know if she's like angry about it. Who knows? Maybe she'll be angry enough she can channel.
Yeah.
I feel
we need to
like
get over that this season.
She's feigning
like it
angry.
already.
Like she always pretends that she's not really interested in what she's wearing.
But she is.
Ends up loving it, you know.
But I think it's a slow. It's kind of like by the time she's Lan's wife, then it's like low yellow and green necklines for Lan because those are his favorite color.
She's making good choices. That's all that is.
Also, I mean, I don't know if this is this,
which I love. I've got to say,
I do too. I love it. Yeah,
this has to be when it's been
like,
sent on. Sorry, this has to be when it's been sent on the mission because she's also undercover.
Sure. Yeah.
So there's that. Anything else about this image that we want to discuss before we go to the next one?
She is holding Matt back. It looks like a little bit with her hand on his arm.
Or maybe she's trying to keep him from accepting it.
He looks a bit apprehensive. Right?
Like she's on edge here. Yeah, she's grabbing. It's like an action shot almost with how she's presented here.
It looks like she's trying to hold him from reaching out for whatever this thing is because we all know that Matt just likes to touch things, right? He likes to put his little grubby paws on shit that he's not supposed to touch, like a dagger, like the freaking cocaine tea. like all that stuff. He's not.
I have a
supposed to
recipe
touch
for
it.
that if
Like
anybody wants to
Chandra.
try it.
Yeah. So,
So,
all right.
Okay,
That's more
last
than
thing
mushroom
also
stew.
that no, it's the one I have is very good. It's called amalgamation tea, and it's just like a
Yeah.
homemade chai. It's delicious though.
Oh,
So
nice.
check it out. So the last thing I mentioned here, because I love like the metaphysical woo-woo stuff,
Yeah.
Kritter likes to call it. So in this
never
image,
called it-
she totally called it woo-woo.
She never called it woo woo.
Yes, she did during the OA streams. You remember we were going through
Okay,
OA?
well, it qualifies during the OA stream.
Okay, well, it fits everywhere.
Woo-woo.
So I love the woo woo. Okay, so in this shot, we have Nan who has, the visions, and we have light coming out of her third eye here,
Yeah.
directed towards them. And I
Oh
just
my.
love that kind of imagery when shows do those kind of things. They do it a lot with Perrin. That's why I like some of Perrin's shots, some of the most. So
I was gonna say something, but I'm not going to.
stop.
We're gonna move on.
I'm really
No,
interested
no,
to see how Min and Elaine interact.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting.
Mhm.
Oh, by the
And
way,
Min
I
and
don't know-
Avienda. Yeah.
I don't
Men
think you
and
can see it
anybody.
on. I don't think you can see it on the screen, but I've dubbed
Yeah.
these images. They have certain names.
Uh-oh.
Like
I don't think we'll get Min and Avienda this season, though, will we? I think we'll get
Yeah, I'm
Elaine and
not sure about
Avienda.
that.
We could. We really could.
no,
though.
listen.
It depends
well,
if Avienda is. Again, it depends if Min is with them at the start.
I
But I
think
don't
I
think
think
Sure.
they're all in the same
Yeah.
place. I think they're all in
Maybe
the same
Min will
place.
just be in
Including
Tenchico
Min,
for some
though?
reason.
Yeah. Okay. So we have the three
Mhm.
wise Sedais.
Wait, what? Guys, yes.
Or like
I
the
love
three
that.
wise men, but corrected.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
We have Badger because of the South.
Oh
Why
my
not?
god.
This next
Why not?
image is called Sharesies.
Yes.
Because it's
Did Elaine
and
brew
Avienda.
this?
She totally did. I can't wait to see this ring that she's wearing, you guys.
Yeah,
I
that-
want to see this so
yeah.
bad.
We're totally vibing with
need
Boho. Boho Elaine
Love, love,
is
love,
just
love.
hot.
Yes.
It's just
So
hot.
do we think this is the same place that the
Yes.
three boys are in?
I think so. Yes.
Why
be.
is
Everyone's sitting
Avienda
around
going
drinking.
to Tarvalon though?
I don't think they're in Tarvalon. I think this is all happening in Tenchico. They're not going to go to Tyr. I think they all go.
No.
It's in the first episode.
What?
I don't think they're going to Tarvalon.
It's in the first
Everybody
episode.
starts in Tarvalon. There is
Yeah.
no reason for Avienda to go to Tanchico.
Well, she's following the dragon. She's found the Karakarn, so she's
Rand is
following the
not
dragon.
going to Tanchico. They're
But
all going
this
to
is the-
Tarvalon,
Okay,
and then
I
Rand,
think this is the
and
same
then
place. Hold on.
Egwene and Lan and Avienda are all have to go back to the Io Waste.
All right, listen to me.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
This
March
here,
13th.
This area here looks very
Yeah.
similar to that area.
Which is in Tarvalon.
Yeah, I know. We
mean,
agree that it looks similar. I just think. with
Yeah,
this-
I don't.
Mhm.
If
where
it's
it is.
Tarvalon, I will.
Also,
agree with you.
The metadata thing, I think they're cut from the same episode.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
know. Okay,
that was really
Once
They're
again,
smart.
both,
honestly.
I
Love
actually
it.
have it here.
Love it.
Those
Again,
are,
I don't
think,
go to the metadata.
those are both 301, and they're in Tarvalon in 301.
You
It
don't
is
know.
Tarvalon.
This isn't Tarvalon.
No, that's Tanchico.
I know he's wearing different clothes. I know that. But if they're in Tarvalon,
Yes.
Elaine wouldn't be wearing that.
Is she
She's
wearing
not in
that
the tower
same
yet, though.
jacket in the trailer?
No, I looked to see if when she had the headband on, the Elaine picture,
Uh-huh.
it's a different outfit.
So that's not.
Yeah, it's a different outfit.
This is
So,
Tarvalon.
yeah.
I'm telling
It's
you,
po-
it's
it
Tarvalon.
could be, but I would think that the moment they touch foot in Tarvalon, they're wearing freaking white.
No, it depends if an Aes Sedai catches them, and I think Moraine would be able to sneak them in, and maybe they just have like one last drink before.
Did you
they
guys
go
see
back
this?
in.
This is sad.
I just had that up there, Tavern.
Oh, sorry. That's why I said, did you see it? That's just,
Yeah, I
you know,
did.
Jazz.
I
you just-
know.
she's so
It
mean.
is sad.
All right, so where were we? We saw that picture. We're definitely
Yes,
here,
and
and
we
this
were
is
arguing
Sharesies.
about where this was. Yes.
Okay, so regardless of where it is, there's some eyes happening here.
There is.
Or
And do we
actually,
think-
other thought, this could be Elaine's accepted test.
You think?
So we could get those earlier we had some pushback
Well, I
that we
think
might not get them
we
at
are
all.
getting it in 301 because the scene of the 3 Wonder Girls, which is definitely Egwene's accepted test, is in 301. And if we are getting Elaine's accepted test, I think it would kind of be like patched in, alternating with Egwene's test.
Well, they said
I don't think
that
we will.
there's one episode.
I'd love to.
I remember from the
Would.
CCXP, they said that there's one episode in which 3 characters basically spend like the entire time in Tel'aran'rhiod. Not in Tel'aran'rhiod, but in another dimension.
It was a weird, funky thing. No, I think that's 304, where you got Rand in the glass columns, Moraine in the rings with the visions, and then I think you've got Egwene in Tel'aran'rhiod training.
Do you know what? I think maybe we should probably see what Avienda sees. Actually, maybe we won't. But like compared to like Elaine's lifestyle test, we should probably see Avienda's. To be honest,
Especially because we're gonna hopefully see her the path forward
moving
later
toward Wise One.
Yeah, like next season basically, and how she couldn't fight it. Yeah. I mean, I said it in the Twitter space, if we had 10 or 12 episodes, please show me. Because actually, when I read, this is just for you, Meg, because I said this already, but when I read book 3 and I saw Egwene finishing and then Elaine's crying in her room or whatever and saying, like, I can never do that to Rand. I can never do this to Rand. I was like, oh, we didn't see it. Oh, we're going to see. I was like, we're going to see this in the show.
Yeah, it's
very
crazy.
delusional and naive.
But, I need it.
Yeah, I would love to see it. I really would. And it's again, that's a place where we can make anything up and it'll be fine. Like, why not? But I think it's because it's only 8 episodes. I don't want to sacrifice something that's canon for something that's not canon.
Do you guys
be a long
season? I'm gonna say, do you all think that? All right, so we had the Moraine's Swan relationship, right, on the show. Do we think that they're going to shift? I mean, I'm dead serious. Do you think they're shifting the relationship that ends up happening between Elaine, Avienda, Rand, Min?
To be more of like a polycule than
like a polycule throuple or quadru. I don't know what a 4.
Then like a polygamous relationship.
Yeah.
And
that would be interesting because.
And that's why I'm saying I think this is accepted test.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I think she might be like, oh, well, I have this future with this woman.
Oh.
So do we think they're going to be like sister wives? I guess they are sister wives.
They are.
I mean, they are, but I would say less sister wives in the sense of a polygamous.
What was that, Lily?
Relationship, like,
I mean, I think Meg said the same thing. Like, are they? Because I think it's hinted upon, like, in the books. So, are we going to go further? But it's a bit weird because it does seem like best friends at time or sisters, and I think it's like, are we going to get sexual with it?
Yeah, no, it's totally different in the books for sure.
Yeah,
it's totally different. But I mean, in the books, it was always a bit awkward to me.
Really?
Yeah. I don't.
It wasn't. It was awkward to me only because there was more of a sisterly bond, and they all accepted the fact that they had to share him. But it was just awkward almost.
But we're reluctant to do so.
Yeah, it was awkward.
At the same time.
Yeah.
I think it was like a new thought. So there was just a struggle.
Well, it wasn't new. It wasn't new to the Aiel.
Avienda had no problem sharing with Elaine. It was just
but the others, so that adds that layer in. Like, it might be not new for one, but it was new for the rest.
Oh, yeah, no, for Elaine and Min, 100%. Although even Min knew that it had to happen or that it was going to happen, it still was odd to her.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got. Anything else on this other than I love freaking the Aiel garb? So fucking cool.
I was gonna say, I've completely lost it.
Oh, if you got it, let me know. I can always come back to it.
It was something about.
Oh, this is wife here.
Hello,
wife here. Hello. They sell that shit.
I like just give.
Oh yeah.
I think I have the least thoughts about this picture.
Yeah,
well, I mean, there's not a whole lot.
Yeah, it's Lamphere.
Yeah,
Other
the
than
biggest
she looks fabulous. So
the biggest
yeah.
question here is, where is she?
Where? Yeah.
Right.
Tarvalon, 100%. And Lauren from Unraveling the Pattern talked about how.
Yeah. I didn't see that, but I also thought Tarvalon, because
with the white stone, and then
column. That one column right here, this little
Mhm.
pattern thing here is screaming
Yes.
Tarvalon.
Yeah.
But then again, they like to reuse set pieces.
Which is
And
smart.
she does have short hair, so this leads me to believe it's Tel'aran'rhiod.
Yes,
Mm,
which could be part of her scene in the trailer with, I mean, she's wearing something different when she meets with Leandrin on the Amarylline Seat.
So this is my theory on that.
Yeah.
As if she's going into Tel'aran'rhiod, she's got the short hair. If
Yeah.
she's entering
yeah.
someone's dream, she's got the long hair.
I love it.
But
We should
she's
watch for
also
that.
got the long hair when she's.
Right.
Well, actually,
Aren't
no,
Jedi's dreams
because at the
wooded in
end,
this world?
hold on a second. At the end of season 2, she was out in the open in the flesh with short hair.
No, she wasn't.
At the last scene when she was looking at the tower with Rand and the group?
it was slicked back. It wasn't short.
Yeah.
It was
with
slicked
dark,
back,
and
but
she's
still
wearing
long.
dark.
Right, I
top.
know what she was wearing, but she had it slicked
His
back
back.
in that shot.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I think it was
was
long because
black,
it was
it
long
was
with
not-
Megiddian.
I'll have to look.
Yeah.
I'll have to
And
look.
Megiddian
Oh,
was
maybe.
the very end.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you that one because I wasn't 100% sure, but it looked like it was short because of the
So,
slick back.
Short,
All right.
dream world, long.
I can't
not
wait to see
dream.
Yeah.
Megiddian. Oh my god.
What happened?
Yes.
I just remembered Megiddian.
Yeah. Like.
Oh, yeah, Oh, my God, I'm
Dragons
so
and Chosens
excited.
And, yeah.
I'm so excited for Megiddian.
I think
Yeah.
it's one of
Oh.
the most interesting things to make Lanfear scared of Megiddian.
Oh yes, absolutely.
to have
It makes
that
her more
dynamic from
formidable.
Basically, one of the strongest Forsaken to the weakest Forsaken.
Well, think about it. Bullies usually are afraid of their targets to some extent, which is why they bully them. So her making fun.
Winespring disagrees.
No, listen. There's something when somebody's bullying somebody. There's something about that person that is not that kind of messes with the bully's head.
I mean, like the bully. I mean, typically your bully is more self-conscious and insecure. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, but yeah, that whole scene was incredible, and I can sit and watch Lanfear scenes all day, like all day.
I gotta
'Cause
say,
they're
like,
incredible.
definitely, like in a similar vein to loving Show Elaine. I love Show Lanfear much.
Oh my
more than I
God.
ever
Yes.
loved Book
Yes.
Lanfear for sure. Yeah.
I liked Book Lanfear.
Book Lanfear was cool, but
Yeah, for
Show
what she
Lanfear, I
Brings
think
her
what I like
alive.
about Show Lanfear is that she's more mature, since they're not doing the whole Mask of Mirrors thing that we know so far.
Mhm.
It's good that they matured her a little bit, and not to mention that she fits around the same age as we got Luce Theron, right?
Mhm.
Which is nice. Yeah.
Yeah, which is nice, and it makes sense. But you know, Show Lanfear is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know how old Mirren is?
No, I don't think so.
We don't know how old anybody is from the Age of Legends. I don't think
We know Megiddian is 200 or 400. Megiddian's like 200, I think.
Okay.
Like, did they ever say how old Luz was in the Age of Legends?
400.
Was he 400?
He
So,
said
all right.
400 to
So he was
Catra.
like middle-aged,
So 40s.
slightly under middle-aged. Yeah.
I divide everything by 10 when it comes to Aes
Yeah.
Sedai. So
Yeah,
40s.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably
Remember,
right.
he says to Catherine calls him boy, and he's like, I'm actually the last Aes Sedai raised from the Age of Legend, and I was
And
400
older than
before I
you,
died."
and she's 300. Yeah.
And she goes, she never calls him boy again.
No.
He's like, you can call me Rand Sedai. Love. Love it.
I love it.
Love it.
All
Gosh,
right.
hearing all these things makes me want to go reread again, like right now.
I know.
Get it all fresh in my head.
Here
I know.
we
Rand's
go.
smile, just like it is like a dagger.
It's appropriate. It's appropriate to
The-
bring
the-
this comment back
The
up.
last smile. All right. So we see a blurry Matt wearing different clothing.
And smiling.
And smiling. We see.
Yes, I'm sorry. I just checked. She was relatively young for an Aes Sedai. She was about 200 years old when the ball was sealed.
Megiddian?
Mirren was.
Yeah.
Megiddian.
Okay, 200.
Megiddian.
Oh,
yeah.
Megiddian. Okay.
Yeah. We have Perrin dressed like the Mad Hatter without a hat.
Okay, look.
No, I'm not knocking him. I
Not
love
that
what he's
bad.
wearing. No, I'm not knocking him. You
I
think
like
the
the
Mad
purple
Hatter?
coat.
Mad Hatter was crazy, but he was sharply dressed. All
Okay.
right?
I'm right.
Putting that out there. And then we
Okay.
have Rand kind of toned down. But this one is
Smile.
called.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
because Perrin's got these two cups in his hand and Rand's, I called this Ta'veren.
Stone Perrin's double fisting.
Well, no, I was gonna call.
Wow.
Okay, I had a really bad name for this shot, but
Wow.
I think
Meg.
he's bringing one over to Matt. Is what's
Yeah, I
happening.
think so
If
too.
it were
Yeah.
Aes Sedai, I think the Perrin would be the weakest in the power.
Oh, if they were Aes Sedai,
Maybe, yeah.
He's serving them tea.
Yeah.
like Rand would be the most powerful. Matt would have power, but he wouldn't want to use it.
But he
Like,
would.
But he would. For
I
not
actually
good
think
things.
Matt can learn to. Okay, I want to know if you guys think Matt and Perrin can channel, because I think they could probably
No.
learn, and I think Matt can definitely probably learn because of Bode. His sister's like the same strength as Cadsuane, her potential.
Yeah, but that's that theory for me on that is that the two rivers, right, especially Emmonsfield, was very strong in the power to begin with, like
Because of Manetheren.
because of Manetheren. So, and when they say in the song, they talk about the blood soaking in to the ground of Manetheren, right? It's in the blood and the bone. It's the fact that Manetheren was like a super, almost like a ley line kind of thing, where people in Manetheren were very powerful in the forest, or in the
forest.
Yeah, in the forest. Sorry,
it works. It works.
They were very powerful channelers, which is also why they were a thorn in the Dark One's side. I mean, above all else, Manetheren, he was constantly kicking the Dark One's ass.
Does anybody know what Eldrin's strength rank would have?
Well, she took out an entire army.
Yeah.
You know what's
No, but I wonder if she was like
It would have
Lanfear.
to be like Luce Ferrin, actually.
What's that?
What about Luce Ferrin?
She would have to be around his strength and the power.
Lanfear or Eldrin?
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 Well, yeah, but I mean, remember back
No,
then.
I'm not saying she's like
no.
Luce Ferrin.
No. I
strength.
agree.
think she would
I'm
have
just
to be
saying back.
Forsaken level, because I think that the feat of her burning a whole Trolloc army with the Sand Girl, whatever, is the same as making the what's it called, Dragon Mount? Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
No one does something like that.
Well, Rand did it in the Stone of Tyr, right?
Well,
and on a
and
smaller
he
scale,
also-
but yeah.
Well, no. He's talking about when Luce Theron made.
No, I
Dragon
know what he's talking about.
And they were both burning themselves out essentially at the time. I mean,
burning yourself out doesn't mean that
you're using more power when you burn.
You're using more power than you should be, than you can handle. That
Doesn't mean you're strength.
Doesn't mean you're stronger. For example, look at the fight at Tarwin's Gap, right? What's his face's sister? God dang it, I can't remember her name.
I don't want to think about that.
Amalisa was not very strong in the power.
Were you super upset by that too?
Yeah.
What? By what?
Yeah. Too. That's like the one
because
thing
you
that
can't
like
burn out
really
in a
doesn't
link.
sit right with me.
You can't burn out in a link, and then also I think when I found out more about Nynaeve and Egwene, I was like, why is Egwene healing Nynaeve? Egwene doesn't have.
I have a theory on that too. Actually,
there was a lot of discussion on that.
Yeah,
do you know what? Actually, Egwene
I will give you the rundown.
Really pissed me off. I'm so sorry. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make
what in the
this
books?
Is what they should have done for season 2, episode 8. Like Egwene, I think Nynaeve should have gotten angry or something like that. Maybe they like linked with them or something. But at the very least, like Egwene and Elaine should have linked, and maybe. Basically, I think you would have needed Egwene, Elaine, and Nynaeve linked together, and maybe they would have been able to fend off Ishamael. Yeah, but I think it's bad writing that one of the Forsaken.
Well, canonically, though, I think Nynaeve has a hard time linking because she has a hard time surrendering.
Yes, and I don't
linking
think
takes practice too. Right?
Not to mention, I don't think they were taught to link yet.
Well, I mean, they technically did it in 108,
but they were led by someone, right?
Yeah, that was somebody else pulling the power through them.
The girls can see something once and copy it pretty much.
It's
I don't disagree with that.
It's possible.
But there's an important.
Ishamael wouldn't have been doing the same blast sweeps over and over again, like a man from the Age of Legends. Like he would have made the earth crumble beneath their feet or something, or appeared behind them, or
like it could have, should have. Okay, Lumi could have, should have, would have. We don't know what's going through Rafe's head. To be honest with you, there's a million different ways things could play out. As far as Egwene healing Nynaeve, there is a small precedent for it in the books. Okay. And we know that they take things from the books. Nope. They take things from the books that are minute and they make them episodes. Okay. Or they make them something big on the show. We've seen it a bunch of times. During her accepted test, when she's married to Rand and Rand's going crazy, she talks about being an apprentice to Nynaeve. And there were times when somebody was on their deathbed that Nynaeve had her sit with them, and they miraculously came back from the brink of death. They should have died, but they came back, and then Nynaeve grilled her on, what did you do? What did you give them? And she didn't have an answer. Yeah, Egwene did that in the accepted test.
In her accepted test.
In her accepted test. So it wasn't an actual thing that happened in the books. It happened in an accepted test, but Rafe has notoriously picked little things from the books and created bigger,
That's really weird though, because the Yellow said that she doesn't they said her strength in healing is moderate.
Agreed. But like I said, in the accepted test, she talks about how she healed people.
That's crazy.
I mean, it was weird. Again, it's the accepted test. We don't know what happens.
Also, from your perspective, like at that time, like the purpose of a wisdom is to heal. You know what I mean? So, like,
and also if she was
her actual ability,
not only that, but if she was being trained by Nynaeve,
which she was.
Now, granted, she wasn't doing anything. She literally says in that paragraph that all she did was sit there and hold their hand.
Yep.
And they survived. And what happened in episode 8? Nynaeve was laying there. All she was doing was holding her. Now we did see the trickle of power, which I think was kind of unnecessary, because that's where everybody lost their shit, saying she can't heal. But and I agree. I was right there with everybody. I was like, what the fuck was that? What just happened? But I mean, it's in the books. It's a weird little thing that's in the books, and anything's possible.
And and to go back to the part with Egwene and Ishii, I think that was really important because of what they're setting up with Egwene as we continue on in this, series, this telling. Like, we just need to believe that she's really powerful, and they kind of did that easily.
I can't. There's not a world where I like that, I think.
And it just is though.
Fair.
Like, they did it.
I think it's. I mean, if it was Nynaeve, maybe that would be believable. But like, they've literally said that Nynaeve is like 10 times stronger than her.
But think about it.
That means we're gonna see something with Nynaeve eventually that's gonna also blow our minds.
Yeah, I mean, not to mention that the show is made for non-readers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in the show that
Mm-hmm.
is given to us that are just pretties that, tossing us Easter eggs. But the show is made for non-readers.
Do you know what they could have done? I think because the weaves looks like it was yellow air weaves. I think that she learned from the Shonchan. I think if they made it green.
Which ones?
Ooh.
Egwene was fighting Ishamael?
Yeah, the kind of
They
look like air weaves. A bit reminiscent of the ones that the Damani were learning.
It almost seemed gold to me, didn't it?
Yeah, but then that would be yellow. Like, because
no, that's what I'm saying. But yellow is spirit.
Spirit?
I thought white was air.
Spirit is white, yellow is air.
Oh, that's true. You're right. You're right.
Blue
Yeah.
Yep, so I think they could have made it green, and then we could have. For me, I would have been like, okay, well,
strong in earth.
Exactly.
Right.
Then I would be like, okay, she's got like a.
All right, we have some comments from Buzzcut season.
And we had one of them get removed, so I don't know if they want that one shared. The one about Egwene was removed from main chat.
I see the one that said Egwene was literally losing, or
so they retracted that one in chat on YouTube. So I don't not share that one for whatever reason.
Okay, I don't know.
But Ishamael was probably doing the same blast because Egwene was clearly already losing to him just a few more, and she would have broken.
I also think that Ishamael was
What an attitude! I love that.
Trying that hard.
Not confused, but he was shocked. He was a little surprised that she was actually being able to block anything. I think it took him off guard, and he was like, "You shouldn't be able to do this." And he was trying, it was
kind of like, wait a minute. And then plus, remember that Ishmael did just break the Forsaken Seal, so we don't know how much exertion maybe that took. I think is being implied here. Yeah, so he was weaker. So I love these thoughts, Buzzcuts.
We're kind of going off on a tilt, but that's fine.
I know we need to kind of like either wind down a little. We've been in 2 hours. We need to figure out which images. They'll be back.
They'll be back.
They had to piece out.
All right. So talking about this shot right here. So you're saying this is Tarvalon?
I think so.
Okay, so
I mean, it's kind of got the white stone vibe.
That's gray stone. I'm not going to go with white on this one. I'm not going to agree with you on this one. The other one was kind of grayish too, but I gave it to you because it was more white than this shit.
And it's in 301.
Whatever. All right.
That's actually really helpful. I love that you know that.
So this is intriguing.
I made a whole slideshow with like the episode like number with each frame.
I love that.
So this is interesting to me, is that we have kind of graffiti or some shit in the background. I have not tried to decipher this. I'm sure that Lauren
doesn't look like Old Tongue.
This up here a little bit, but you're right. It doesn't. It almost. This is weird. This here almost looks like a fox face. Do you see the nose, the mouth, and then the eyes?
No.
Do you see it? Oh, hold on. I'm going to have to edit this and show you.
Enhance.
I think that's as close as I can get, but hold on. Let me
maybe brighten it up too. Look at that jaw. Jeez.
Yeah, that jaw is all up there. Brightness. Do you see it now?
A little bit. Show us again.
No,
point it out. Show
nose, mouth, the little mouth,
eye,
ears. It almost looks like a fox.
A deer. I don't know why I'm seeing a deer more than a fox.
I mean, the angle of the eye, this part is the fox part because it kind of angles in like a triangle. So that's interesting to me. We lost Lumi for good, I think. I don't know what happened to Lumi.
Yeah, we'll watch. We'll watch out in backstage.
What is because I'm doing this part. Yeah, too bright. Okay. Let me cancel that.
Double tap? What?
Oh.
I mean, I got that. Is that a Zombieland reference?
Oh no, but a kid that works too.
There's also
awesome.
there are also little drawings or carvings on the walls down here too. But that one was the most prevalent one to me that I thought was kind of cool. These actually look like little crow's feet. Almost like little bird's feet. Yeah, raven feet. It's just interesting. Little things that are in the background that who knows what they mean. But that's pretty cool. All right, moving on to Morgaida.
Oh my. Look at Her Majesty the Queen.
Oh, there's Lumi.
Almost.
I don't like it.
Well, that crown is not the same as the one Elaine is putting on, right?
No.
There's red jewels on this one, and there wasn't.
And it would be different because you have the queens. Every queen has their different crown, or a princess has a different crown.
I mean, unless it was the accepted test and she was seeing herself become Queen of Andor, but
there you go.
I hate this thing.
What thing?
The collar.
The collar. I hate it. You know what it screams? You know why? You know why I hate it?
It's fabulous.
Because it reminds me of the Red Queen off with their head.
I think that's the point.
Yeah,
but
that's a vibe.
It's too Alice in Wonderland on the nose for me.
That is the point.
I don't like it.
Look,
I don't like it. They are in Tarvalon here.
I should have had the companion by me because I think I want to say like Michael Livingston might have said something about that's somewhat a little bit of a reference.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible.
I love it. It's perfect to me.
It's kind of crazy for me. I'm not a big fan. This is Tarvalon for 100%.
Yeah.
Because we have all of the accepted
and
the
accepted.
And
I think it's just like Bannerman holding the banner behind.
Yeah.
Bannerman.
Yeah. That's her entourage.
Yeah.
Because we saw them also when they introduced Elaine. They were all running around doing their thing.
Doing her bidding. And this person on the right's unimportant, so we can just move on, right?
Yeah, totally.
Totally.
No, we cannot.
Oh my God. Look at her
She
right now.
looks freaking amazing.
Yes. Even just the way she's holding her hands says
Yes.
Elida to me.
I can't wait.
She looks
I cannot
freaking
wait.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this gold necklace.
Who is the
she's
actress
wearing-
that's playing
Wow.
Morgas or Morgaze?
It's Olivia
we
Williams.
just had her- Yes, from Dune. And she
That's
looks
right.
great. Blonde, like this cherry blonde.
Don't
is a
spoil it. I
great
haven't watched
look.
the new series.
I haven't
yet.
watched it
Don't
either.
say
Yeah.
anything. Okay.
Okay.
it.
Well, it's just not her. Like
Welcome back,
natural
Lumi.
look. Yeah. Welcome back.
Technical difficulties, sorry.
Okay.
It
you're good.
happens to all of us.
We have a debate. I mentioned something in a correct tone. They incorrectly stated that I was wrong.
What a way to put it out there. Jeez. Seems
You're right.
fair.
That's how.
Not seems totally fair to ask now.
How do you feel about this collar, Lumi?
On Queen Morgaze?
I don't love the outfit.
Thank you. Yes.
I think
You agree with Tavern. I just want you to know that you just agree with Tavern.
I'm a very agreeable person. What the hell?
He agrees with me.
What's that?
Oh, Lumi, you're coming back. That was a good one.
I was not a big fan of the
I
outfit.
don't like the whole look.
Nope.
And actually I don't really like what Elida's wearing either. I just think it's a bit.
But Elida looks more
I don't
like,
mind Elida's one because we're going to see different outfits from Elida. So do you know what I mean? I don't have
yes,
to like.
we are.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know what? You know what Elida and the bannermen and the guards behind her remind me of? The Cardinal and the Cardinal's men and the Three Musketeers.
That's kind
Or
of
like
okay,
the
sure.
Pope. Like
No,
the
no,
Catholic
the-
Church, like
No,
Cardinal?
the Cardinal and the Three Musketeers that was thwarting or warping the king's mind, yeah, and trying to take over. Because that's but that's what it reminds me of. The look, actually, her outfit is very
I wonder
Cardinal-like.
what the
with
red puffy
Well,
thing
it is
coming
very
out from
French.
Morgaze's dress is that
these
isn't.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her wearing her heart on her sleeve.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know what
I
the hell
like
those
that
are.
though.
They're puffy. They're weird.
I don't
Well,
like
because
it.
this
It
collar
reminds
is
me
just
of
an
the Queen
over.
from the Mad Hatter kind of thing. Or
Oh,
I
The
called.
Queen of
I
Hearts?
said it. I said the
Yeah,
Queen of
that's
Hearts
what
from
we were
Alice in
saying.
that's
Wonderland.
original.
think
We've
it's
never heard that.
original.
That's the first time we've heard that idea on the
in a
stream.
bad way. But it's just not what I pictured. I'm sure there'll be other outfits, and I'm sure maybe when we see the full thing, it will work. And I can see the level of detail in this, and I
my
do
God, I love
the
it.
costuming and everything. Like
Yeah, I love
it's
the
really
lion.
cool. It's just
I mean,
not the
she-
direction that I envisioned.
Her walking in wearing this garb, this piece, this wild piece says, "Look at me.
Yeah,
Like I can do whatever I want. I'm the queen." Like
It just
that's
seems
why
a
I
bit
like it.
modern
It's saying,
to
look
me.
at. It's saying,
I
look
think
at me. All
someone said
right.
it looked like 3D print. It does look 3D printed, I think. And
I mean,
like,
it might, a lot of things are 3D printed now. It's fine. It gets us there. It gets it done on a
I
budget.
mean, the Mercedes logo in the Wheel of Time was 3D printed.
It happens.
I think Wheel of Time can afford to be a bit.
I don't think it's 3D printed. I actually think this is like a wire of some sort, and then
Woven,
kind of-
painted, maybe.
yeah, some kind of cloth that or something.
Oh,
I don't think
that
it's 3D
reminds
printed.
me. What is it? Gilliam?
Sharon
Yeah,
Gillan. Mhm.
Yeah,
She'll
Sharon
be at
Gillan.
WatCon. She'll be at
it will be a
WatCon
walk-on. Yep.
The
this
costume.
year, so
Yeah.
we can ask her directly about it.
Yeah. I mean, that would be after the series is done, right?
Yes, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the outfits generally in the show, and I think there's been like, I liked them in season. I liked what Moraine wore, I guess, in season 1, particularly in the tower. But then I do think that season 2 was like an elevation.
Oh, season 2, Moraine was insane. Yeah.
The
I think,
Lanfear's wardrobe. Yeah.
I think
All right,
it's,
guys. Let's
bec-
go
I
like
think it's
10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, let's go through the rest of these
We
real
need to
quick.
fly. We've been going over
Cool,
2
cool.
hours.
Yeah, we got about 20 minutes.
Well,
So
there's
let's go
always
through-
next week or the week after we do this.
that
again.
is true. We can always keep talking about it.
Yeah.
This is Swan Song for
Love.
many reasons.
love.
Okay,
And-
did you see Mrs. Pike's post about
Yes.
this image?
She
says,
posted a bunch
like,
of
Love
stuff.
of my life. I think.
love of my life with this image. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Did you see that, Tavern?
I did. Also, we have
His
Alana.
excitement's not there over that. Like it was so sweet seeing her say that.
Why would I be happy about my romantic competition for Miss Pike? That's all I'm saying.
God.
Oh my god, are they going to reconcile?
I hope so.
They
I don't
can't
know,
do that.
But here
I don't know.
is
Not after what Swan did. I don't think so.
off to the left. We have Alana. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna point that out.
Maybe.
No,
Could,
that's
might not
Alana.
be.
That's
might
Alana.
not be. It's
That
very
outfit-
subtle.
That outfit is
100% Alana.
Maybe not.
Like the only people.
I mean, I
next
know
to
I
her
don't
would
like
be
to agree with Tavern very much, but that is 100%
Liana, and that's not Liana.
No, Alana is definitely right there.
We'll find out, I guess.
And
have you guys not seen the thing about the Portuguese?
Yeah.
Have you?
the people of the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And you've seen the first 5 minutes? Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
What is that?
Someone
from CCXP. So there was it's a podcast called People of the Dragon, and
Okay,
they were
yeah.
at CCXP in Brazil, and then just
Right.
talked about the scenes that they showed. Yes.
Okay, no, that's fine. I was just thinking you said People of the Dragon. I was like, what? All right,
Yeah.
I got you.
Well, I don't know what it is in Portuguese, so
Right. It works.
Okay, so this is. Are we in agreement that this is the Black Ajaku?
Yeah,
correct.
Oh,
I would
perfect.
say Ku,
Let's
yeah,
see
but
it.
the Black
Now,
Aja departing. Yeah.
Here's my thing, though. Right, Swan is wearing almost the same thing. I don't know if it's the same thing. I can't really tell because she's got so many outfits.
Dress. I don't know.
Definitely
if it's the
same
same
headdress.
Yeah.
dress.
So it could be like they left Carrion and went back to Tarvalon after the events right before
They're
Fall.
definitely in Tarvalon, and I
Yeah.
believe in the first 15 minutes, they're in Tarvalon. Nynaeve is coming to basically talk about how Leandrin lured them out of the
Testify.
White
Right.
Tower. Yeah,
Right,
to
right,
testify
right.
against her.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she needs
And
time
then-
to heal too.
And
What
then
happened with
everything
Lanfear.
goes crazy.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we think Swan and Moraine are going to die this season?
Um,
Because that's
okay.
what I've been thinking about.
Okay.
Because if there's no Gareth Bryn and if there's no Tom Marilyn, then do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I don't think Moraine can die. I think she'll die, but come back.
Well, I mean, we have the books, right? This is full spoilers, so you don't have to air quote.
I know. I just I put the banner.
Yeah.
Put
So
it there
we
again,
know what
no
happens in the
spoilers.
books. Okay. They have escalated the animosity between Moraine and Lanfear in the show already.
Mhm.
And there was the interview with Rafe way back before season 1, where he talked about how they had the scripts for all the seasons written, and somebody on the cast
Or the outline. I wouldn't say the script.
yeah, so they had the outlines for the seasons written out, and somebody in the
1 to
crew,
8.
Yeah, I mean they always have these
Just
drafts.
like
out.
the
They have
big
the
like
drafts, yeah.
overarching outline.
But he said that somebody gasped when they saw a major
death.
character die at the end of season 3. And the only possible thing, since they've been escalating the Moraine Lanfear thing, would be Moraine.
We expect. Okay.
Yeah, Moraine dying at the end of season 3. We know that she's already booked some
So many.
plays, like some plays for that would be happening when fourth season would be happening.
But plays aren't super long.
No, they're not. They're not. But I think she's got several of them lined up.
Right.
So she won't be. I don't think she'll be around for at least a season or 2.
At least 1 or 2.
Yeah,
Which is
so
a couple years the way
I
they do this.
think that's what might happen. Again, it's all speculation. They put out all kinds of crazy shit. So, but that's the most viable thing that I can think of.
Yeah.
But what about Swan? Do we think she's going to be stilled and executed like Elida wanted? Especially since they've kind of amped up the violence level, which I'm fine with. Like, like
They
when
are,
killed Renna, she was
definitely.
killing Renna. Perry never
I
killed
don't-
Dane, Bornhold's dad. He killed him now. So do you think Elida will execute
I don't
Swan?
think so. I think there's a little bit of a redemption arc because we saw in season 1 when Moraine brings Swan and when Moraine brings Egwene and Nynaeve in to see Swan, and she goes the most powerful channeler, and Egwene gets all excited, and then she goes Nynaeve and fucks her brain up, right? Like totally just fucked her up. But I think it would be a good payback because Swan would have to teach Egwene how to be.
Yeah, I think that's really crucial. Like Swan has to put Egwene on the Amelin seat, basically. So
Yeah.
Are they going to kill her? And if they can't
I don't
hang
think
on to the actresses, I've wondered, will they just cast doppelgangers who are younger?
I don't think the main.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
Oh,
No.
No,
The only
that might
one,
be too cheesy.
The only one that, and I don't know if this is accurate.
No,
or not,
because of stilling, you know.
No,
I know.
I know.
I don't think you need that mechanic.
No,
but
I think
it's confusing.
The only actor that has confused me right now that they may have changed, and I'm not sure, I'm not 100%, is Yvonne. Because in the scenes from the trailer where Taylor Napier, Maxim, and Alana, it's a different person. Oh, he was recast? Okay. So I didn't look it up, but yeah. All right. So that's the only one that I've known. Oh, and Barney.
Of course, that one. That one's an obvious one.
But that was, it is what it is. All right. So real quick on this image, we have Bear, Melindra. How can we just call her Blemish?
Wow.
No, I'm kidding.
Blummies.
Melindra.
Yes.
Of the Malkir of the Taradad. Whatever.
Yeah.
Lan. A couple.
Isle number 1.
Isle number 1. Isle number 2. Ruark, Rand, Moraine, Egwene, and Melaine.
Where is Avienda?
Avienda's not in this shot.
She's taking the photo.
Yeah, she's taking the photo.
She's oddly missing in a lot of these scenes.
It's funny because a lot of people thought
she's already on her way to the race.
to Ridian, maybe.
Yeah.
She's
a
with
lot
Elaine.
of people in the trailer thought that this was Avienda. I was not one of those people.
Which one?
That
Melindra.
A lot of people from behind.
Oh, okay.
They thought that this was Avienda. I didn't. It didn't. The shape didn't look right, and I just wasn't with it. All right, so this is called Ruarkian.
Oh,
I can't wait
next.
to Moraine interact with the wise ones.
Yeah.
Wise ones all over.
And the obvious name for this image is Ranlan.
I love this.
No, it's Ranlan because it's Ranlan.
Ranlan and Ranland.
The world revolves. Oh, wait a minute! I just noticed something.
What did you notice? Because it must be very important.
Yeah, there is writing on the thing.
Yeah, they already talked about it. I think
I haven't.
Pavaris Sedai translated it. It's something like, "Thank you, Lord Agomar."
Yeah, something
like,
Agomar.
Lord Agomar, you're welcome.
So land sword.
That's what people were saying, but
they gave him land sword.
Like the Tang didn't look like that. I think on land.
No. But in the books, the sword that Lan has was the one given to him by Agomar.
Correct. Yes.
So. Yeah,
maybe he's just practicing with it.
It could be because because Lan's got his own, but that was Lan's sword. It was given to him by Agomar. So that's interesting.
Wait, Lan sword.
Lan, Lan Mandragoran, had a sword that was given to him by Agomar that said, that was
love you, bruh.
Doesn't he use the King of Malkier's sword?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I
maybe
remember
he is
that
right here.
Maybe it is possible. I remember this sword being attached to Lan as opposed to Rand. But I mean, again, it's been a while.
Like as an additional sword?
No, I mean, it was just a sword that he had, I thought. Anyways, I don't know.
Lan's got lots of swords.
And this one's just titled Moraine because it's Moraine.
That is from 308.
Okay.
Yes.
Like finale
308?
Yes.
This is where she beats Lanfear?
No. So if this is 308 and we possibly lose
also,
Moraine.
Where did that outfit come from? And I need it.
She's not wearing it. She's not wearing it when she finds the orb.
No, I know.
It's totally different. Yeah.
Should we
So
assume
Lumi was saying earlier that it's created with the power.
so it's
Potentially.
not a sangria, or
I
the
like that
outfit
idea.
is created with the power.
She's not wearing it when she finds it, so maybe there's two
Do you
different
know what? I
scenes.
think the fact that this is a different outfit makes me think that it could actually just be a different outfit, if that makes sense.
I think it is, because in that other scene, I don't think she's wearing the quisiera.
Yeah.
No, she's not.
I
So
think her hair's a bit different as well. I think it's
it is different. So do you think that she finds that object?
Yeah, she keeps
in another
she keeps
episode,
it, right?
and she keeps it.
She
Oh,
keeps
for
it like in
sure.
the
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Right.
this is Fires of Heaven, but she keeps looking back at that cart, like
Yeah.
she's
So, yeah.
watching that cart. So I think it's probably that. But I do like that idea that this could be some kind of thing that shows that you're wielding the sangria. That comes because
No,
the
yeah,
Age of Legends, they
it's
love
cool.
their wearable sangria.
Who doesn't?
They do.
Okay, next. What do we got? We're
I
trying to
think
get
that
through
is
this
the
fast as we
last.
can. That was
is
it?
the last one, but
Okay.
I did promise at the beginning
Promise
that we would watch the trailer.
Right.
One last. Actually, hold on. Before I do that, I got to make sure that it's gonna do the audio and all that stuff.
I just
So
noticed
Do we
my
need
score
to-
from the spelling bee is still underneath my name.
You had negative. Haha.
Hey, I still won.
I think I had negative 20.
Did you win though?
I did
won.
though. Yeah.
Are you familiar with the drunken spelling bee, Lumi?
No.
So once a month, I haven't done it this month, and I probably will not do it this month because just a lot of stuff is
It's
going
almost
on.
over.
Yeah, it's almost over. But I do a Wheel of Time drunken spelling bee, and basically the contestants come on, and I give them words from the Wheel of Time, and they have to try to spell them.
it.
And it's horrible and fun and amazing.
Yes.
Okay,
It is
let me make
fun. That is,
what is happening? All right, here we go.
It's
All right, here
very
we go.
difficult.
That is
Okay,
It's
are
really
we
hard.
muting? Are we muting or are we going to
Yeah,
not mute for
yeah.
this?
No, I mean you don't have to. I mean we've all seen it. So let me. What the hell is wrong with this thing? Why is it popping up like this? This is so weird. All right, fine. That's as good as it's gonna get.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go.
The world is changing. Who knows how deep the shadow's roots have taken hold here? I have seen 1,000 futures. In every future where I lived, Rand dies. And the only way he lives is if I don't. You cannot afford to fail again.
Well,
I can watch that thing over and over.
I love you holding your son, Grail.
Oh my god!
No,
ready.
listen. You have no idea. Winespring is the queen of props.
Yeah.
She will pull out a prop for something that you didn't even know she had, and that was even going to mention on the show. And she has something like at hand somewhere.
What's fun is I will be out and I'll see something and think, oh, I like that. And then I'll get it. And then I'll set it next to my desk. And then something will happen. I'll be like, I have that. I couldn't believe it. This is something I bought right before the trailer came out.
It's ridiculous.
You have the foretelling.
I do have the foretelling, you guys.
It is a
That's
hot
the
mess of
woo-woo.
excitement that she. I have seen her like just pull a prop. Like it'll be something random that nobody knew they were gonna say, and here's a prop. It's like what the what?
Kind of like graveyard dirt for
Oh my
Night 2
God.
Sage Show.
Okay.
Lotion, you guys. You know, exactly the reason Tavern's reacting that way is because we're playing next Monday, and everyone needs to come back and watch.
Yeah,
that is
we
the
are.
thing.
Okay. All right, we're gonna call it because this has been amazing,
Long
and it's been a little bit of a long stream. We usually try to keep it to 2 hours, but it's
Sorry.
always no. You're perfectly fine. And whenever we get a new person on the stream, it's always exciting to ask questions because I love nothing more than listening to somebody who's read it for the first time or watched it for the first time.
Yes.
Their opinions on stuff, because it's interesting. I've been reading this since, for 20 years, right? And that's nothing compared to, let's say, Kritter or Matt Hatch or Nablus or any of those guys that have been reading it for 30 years.
Yeah.
I started in 97.
Yeah.
Did you?
See, I didn't start till like 2000.
I was after all you guys. So
yeah.
well,
Yeah.
except
So
now.
so it's always interesting to get new perspectives on stuff. And Lumi, please tell us that you'll come back at some point because it was a pleasure having you.
This was such a great conversation.
And we'll have to pick a different color to all match. Listen, when you said you were going to go get a cardigan, we almost all went and got cardigans. You have no
I'm
idea.
wearing a cardigan.
She said, "Oh, he went to get a cardigan." I'm wearing one. I said, "I've got one," and I think
I have my
one
robe
said,
still.
"I have one." And you were going to pop back in, and we were all going to be wearing cardigans.
That would have been pretty funny.
It would have been.
We were
Hilarious.
too tired though.
Yeah. But all right, everybody.
I'd love to. Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Last words. We'll start with Lumi. Anything you want to finish off with?
Yeah, I mean, it's just been so special to share. I've had lots of questions, and yeah, I think I can see why you would want my perspective. I've also asked my friends who are coming after me. So yeah, thank you for doing this.
Before we leave, I'm going to ask you a quick question. It's just a quick yes or no because we can make an entire different episode out of this. Was there anything in the trailer that threw you off or that you're still not sure about? Like, was there any scene that you were like, I don't know what's happening there, or
nothing? I can't think of something.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
No, that's awesome. That's
We'll
awesome.
just do a whole stream and pick your brain apart on that one.
No shit. Megmaz,
Yes.
what do you got?
About any of the images?
No, just final thoughts on or what you're doing.
Julian Sandar. That is Julian Sandar. I still insist that scene from the trailer is from the Hall of the Servants, no matter what anybody says.
Oh, I
Those
completely
are my
agree.
kills
Yeah,
I'm dying on.
No, I agree with that one. I will say this: that your Julian Sander thing needs to be on the next Three Wheeling with its own drink called Crackhead, because I think you're wrong.
Wow.
I do not agree with you on that.
Ask Tavern for the recipe because he has it.
I was listen. I just got to call my mom and get the recipe from her.
Oh no, your mom jokes about your own mom.
Listen, if you can't joke about your own family before somebody else does, then you're not playing to win. You're not playing to win. That's a very military mentality, actually.
Yeah.
Speaking of, hi mom.
Yeah, your mom's isn't she?
She's here. Yeah, she's hanging out with us this week because she had a little bit of surgery, so we're taking care of her.
Hi, Mom.
So,
listen, Critter's family won't adopt me, so give it some thought. All right, give it some thought.
More the merrier here.
Winespring, what do you got?
Okay, so I had it and then I forgot it from all the mom chatter. So let's see if I can get it back.
It's about Swan and her being the mother.
Oh, that's my mommy. So this was great. This was really fun. You can find me on X still. That's Winespring Cafe, winespringcafe.com. More recipes coming in my article section on X. And also every Thursday around 11 a.m. CT, we're going to try and do an X space that is focused on the Wheel of Time. And we're going to have people raise your hand and we're going to let you come in and speak to us. And there's no camera. So it's a lot easier if you've never done anything like that. And so we can just chit chat about any of the news, any thoughts. Hopefully it'll be mostly positive, but we're not going to curate it that much.
Yeah, let's not get into yeah.
Like, we just want to talk Wheel of Time with the fandom. So definitely, if you're available around 11 a.m. CT on X, it's going to be an X space. I'm going to be posting it and sharing it. And I hope you'll come out and just chat with us about it.
And by non-negative, she means don't bring up Loyal or the Horn of Valier when Tavern is in the X space.
Just never ending with that.
How many people agreed with me, though? How many people? A lot of people agreed with me.
So that's that on that.
I kind of agreed with the Horn. I didn't agree with L'Oreal, though.
No.
Thank
listen,
you.
Honestly, the thing that bothers me about L'Oreal were
to me the Horn looked plastic.
Yeah, it looks.
It might have been.
The L'Oreal thing was
Age of Legends. So.
Yeah, the L'Oreal thing.
It was definitely 3D printed.
3D printed. Yeah, I was about to say. The L'Oreal thing that bothered me, actually, because I love the actor and I love what he's doing with the character, was one line that really cemented it for me, that just put me against the decision that they made, and that's when he turned and said, "They're leaving, and as everybody knows, Ogier aren't very fast."
Right.
Oh,
that shit pissed me off. Season 1, when they went into the ways, that shit pissed me off instantly, and I'm still upset about it.
I mean, it's like them calling honey cakes bread. Hello.
Yeah, that was fucking wrong.
What? We almost all stopped watching because of that.
You need to talk to Rob about that. He goes off on that a lot.
Huh?
Was that Leandrin?
No, which one? No, that was Nynaeve. Not Nynaeve, Egwene. Egwene, when she brought.
And
I don't think he saw that. Because it was a cut scene.
Oh, it was a cut scene that they gave to us.
Got it. They did release it, but it's not in the show, so he may not have seen it.
Yeah, there's a whole scene. Oh,
There's a scene that was released after season 1. Yeah,
we all reacted so terribly to bread being called.
Egwene comes out with a platter and asks Tam if he would like some bread.
We like my mommy's warm bread, sir. No,
and it instantly pissed off the fandom.
It did. So it is not in the show.
So thank you for coming out and joining us this evening. At some point, I don't know when. I'm sure that Winespring will let us know because it's going to be her baby, and I'm just going to be a part of it. We're talking about doing an alien UFO crazy phenomena show.
Me out.
No, you're in.
That means you have to be there.
You're in.
By that reaction.
No, you need to be there so that we can talk about all the creepy shit, like Mothman.
We need your reactions. That's what makes it fun.
Listen, you don't get this.
I'll have nightmares.
Are you in Wisconsin?
No, I'm in Michigan.
Michigan, yeah. So you have no say.
Stories for you, though.
No, you have no say because if I'm not mistaken, Michigan was where that whole creepy clowns walking in the freaking around in the dark freaking started.
That was us. Yep.
Yeah. So I don't want to hear. Did you know about that, Libby?
No.
In her state, people dress up as creepy ass clowns and just walk around at night.
That was like 6 or 7 years ago.
Doesn't matter. It happened. You're not living it
down.
I might have heard about clown stuff.
Go ahead, Winespring.
We're closing it up. There'll be an alien stream next week on Monday, 7:30 p.m. CT. We are playing Night to Say Chill, the band, aka the band of really, really nice good guys. So definitely come out and watch because it's actually kind of fun.
Yes, D&D. We have a good time.
There, D&D. So, anyways,
all right, we're out. Say everybody goodbye.
Right.
Bye.
Life be with you all.
I love that.